let me tell you something, friends, about when you have a busted CPU and you replace things and you have to re-download everything. Pretend none of that happened. Okay? Yeah. Hi. Nobody saw that, all right? Right? So, wash out of your brain so I can go once more. Hello, gamers, and welcome back to another episode of Express Lane, the show that brings you speedruns in 60 minutes or less. I'm your host, Oscar424, with occasional guest appearances with Sleepy Corgis, Galahad, and Freya. But they're kind of going through some deja vu right now. I don't know why. Don't ask questions. It's fine. Anyway, looking at the runs today, I'm noticing a trend here with some things by a developer named Capcom, I think it is. And yeah, I see we've got some Devil May Cry here. We've got some Mega Man X8 16-bit demake. Words are hard. It's probably the dead CPU. Resident Evil 2. And to start things off, we're going with an awesome run of Jill, bad ending, no major glitches, no restrictions, of Resident Evil by S. Andreas. So hello, friend. How are you?
Hello, everybody. As you said, my name is Andreas. I'm from Guatemala. Welcome to Resident Evil 1, the very first game. I'm quite excited to play this tonight. Hope you guys had fun. And, well, we can begin right now.
Awesome.
Are we good to go?
We're good to go.
Okay. We can start with the What a Mansion moment. Let's go. Time.
All right. Good luck.
We'll have some time here. First, well, this section ain't gonna be that much of a cutscene. Just gonna explain a little bit of things. A little complication with this game is that you have to hold the action button when text is scrolling. That's why we're having Japanese, because it's faster as well. So you hold the action button for every text. That makes it goes faster. But the problem is you have to press action at the same time. You have to confirm any action. So that's going to be a little bit of a struggle in these runs. And also the intro. The intro, we have about 3 minutes of intro. But not literally 3 minutes, because we can go... We have a minute here, a minute there. Now we can do stuff. We have to pick up some stuff right now.
Gotcha.
And more cutscenes.
Yay! The cutscenes door is the best part of Resident Evil, along with everything else.
What a cutscene!
Jill, see if you can find any other.
Come on.
Cutscenes in my Resident Evil? What?
Hope this
What?
is not Chris's blood.
We need cutscene skip.
Right?
Yeah. Well, and we first grab the emblem there, because that's gonna help with menuing later.
Barry?
We have a chat with Barry later.
It's a monster!
Give me a second. Just maybe this is too loud. Maybe. So in this chat we have with Barry, we have to have the full inventory. Otherwise, he will spend extra time giving us a pack of grenades for the grenade launcher. So now we go back to the hall. Keep going. More cutscenes. If you have after this cutscene, we have sometimes for some announcements, I believe. Yeah. Now we trigger the cutscene, and we have some time.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm just going to remind everybody that, in case you didn't know, GDQ's next all-women and femme speedrunning event, which is Frost Fatales 2025, is going to be live from March 9th through March 16th, and it's going to be benefiting the National Women's Law Center. So what you need to do during break, not right now, because we have an awesome run to watch, head to gamesdonequick.com/framefatales if you want some info on the event, or in chat, I know you love racing, !FF in Twitch chat to check out that schedule. And bestie friend number one of the show will be the one that puts FF in chat. Because y'all are awesome.
Let's go.
Thanks. Maybe
Oh.
I'll need it.
The master of unlocking time.
I like how chat's already realizing, oh yeah, this is the game with the excellent voice acting. 'Cause-
Exactly.
Like, I was blown away the first time I played this. I'm like, this is really good for a PS1 game. Oh.
I remember they mentioned that all this the voice acting was like they didn't know what they were doing, like the game what the game was about, and they weren't watching the actual feed.
Oh,
If
wow.
I make sense with that, so they didn't know what the game was about. Now we pick some bullets there. We pick here the poison for a plant, and then we pick up some plants, and this is gonna fill the inventory. And now we got to the infamous King Henry. I remember there was a runner that started calling all the zombies Henry.
Nice.
So that's the story behind the King Henry, because he's the one that always blocks you. So hopefully he won this time. Yep, that was a good one.
Nice.
Good King Henry.
Jill, what's going on?
And this is the cutscene I was talking about.
No, but something.
So when Barry finishes talking, if you have space in your inventory, he will give you
Maybe it's better to
extra
secure our escape
extra
first.
grenades.
Must
So
be a back
that's
door
timeless.
somewhere.
Oh, okay.
To find it first,
Yeah.
shall we?
I forget, is that like an extra little cutscene or extra part of the cutscene, or is it just take so long to go in your inventory?
Pardon? What was that?
Is it like a little bit longer cutscene, or does it just take some time to get put in your inventory?
It's like an extra cutscene.
Oh, gotcha.
So here we pick up the grenade launcher, and yeah, now we just have to make some room here. We have to go all the way back to... A second. Here. We need to get a bunch of items right now. Just in order to unlock the keys, we need to open doors. So that's why we get the keys and medallions. I mean, that's why we drop the statue there. We have to pick the gem it has later on. Ooh, that's my bad. And we go back to the... I don't know if you call this a garden, but you come here and poison the plants, because there's some living plant that won't let you get through, and it's blocking a key. The first key we... Sorry?
Oh no, I'm
You were
just
gonna say something?
just marveling at the very strange orange water.
Yeah. I mean, orange water kills plants.
Totally.
Maybe it has brown dough or something. That was a very obscure reference.
I'm distracted by the dancing ducks with Santa hats that I believe you know what they are, because they are in fact
Oh.
your dancing ducks with Santa hats.
Welcome to the pond.
Love it.
So nice to have them here. Big hugs to everybody.
Yeah.
So now with the piano, with the song we're playing, we unlock a secret door. Here we get the special, what is it? It's golden shield. We have to replace it in the chimney. That's gonna make another key unlock. Many keys. And the reason we pick the wooden one is because we need it here. Otherwise, we won't be able to leave the secret room. And back to the big hall. Oh, what?
No,
My bad.
You're fine. You're fine. So with the category name, Jill, okay, obviously makes sense. Bad ending makes sense. No major glitches, sure. What does no restriction mean for those that might not know?
No restrictions means that there's a glitch that you can perform, and it's well, I don't know this glitch. You can perform when you have to kill the snake.
What happened?
You can do a quick kill because the actual snake body is hidden behind the chimney that's in that room. So you can shoot at the chimney, and you can kill the snake from there.
Okay, I gotcha.
It's a big snake and also poisonous. Really huge snake.
Richard, hold on.
There is serum. Oh no.
And here we have to rush all the way back to the other side of the mansion, get the serum for Richard, because that's the fastest way. Otherwise, we have to spend time waiting for him to actually die because of the poison, and that takes a lot of time.
Gotcha.
But at the same time, spoiler alert, he doesn't really need the serum. Oh, gosh.
How dare you spoil it? Oh, gosh. 29-year game? Oh, jeez.
Oh, don't say that. 29, no, come on.
We're just gonna,
That
we're gonna gloss over that.
Yeah, your brain has to catch up with the idea. This game on Silent Hill 1 are going to turn 30.
Man. Oldies but goodies.
Yeah. And you see the statue here? This zombie is called Rocky Balboa because he's protecting the eye of the tiger.
Oh, that is a fantastic pun, and I love it. I love it so much.
Now we get the serum, we put some stuff in the chest we don't need, and we're back with Richard.
Hello again, Richard.
I always say Richard is really, really rude with you. You put all the effort into bringing up the serum, and he
Here's the
dies.
serum.
And he only gives you his
Hold on.
radio.
I'll give you a shot now.
What?
You're like,
Here's
That's
my
it?
radio.
no money, no
You
nothing.
should keep it. I'm.
It's like I just. It's like I don't. You don't get anything else except this like blood waterfall,
what do I do now with the serum?
right? F
have
and chat
to-
for Richard, friends. F and chat.
F in chat for Richard. I have to focus a little bit here
Oh,
because
go for it.
I need some precise movement here to not get bitten. Otherwise, I'll lose a minute.
Oh.
Yes, we did it.
Nice.
Nice. If the snake bites you, you'll get poison. And there's a big cutscene you have to go through, and you're sent back all the way back to the chest room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you have to run all the way back here and do an extra menu, and that's
Gotcha.
huge time loss. So it's a little bit stressful part of the run. Not because the run is complicated, but you have to watch another 3 minutes of cutscenes.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, that was one of the reasons I didn't try hard this run. I wasn't really excited about watching cutscenes.
Understandable.
I'm excited about the RE2 cutscene removal.
Ooh.
that's coming up next.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
By the way, all the stuff we're doing here is for another emblem. We need the last emblem. And all the emblems are required to open the last door of the mansion that take us out of it. Finally go out to the backyard somewhat. I don't know what kind of stuff they have there.
I just remember the first time in this room, and I was so like, out of all the rooms, for some reason, this one with the birds confused me. And it finally clicked. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this actually makes sense now. I'm just gonna hang my head.
One thing, not sure if you've noticed, I open the menu every time I shoot my grenades. Oh, 1 second. Need to do this here. Oh. There we go.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. It's a little bit tricky, so you need a little bit of focus there.
Makes sense.
There you go. It's like pixel perfect thing. So I was saying, every time I shoot my grenade launcher, I open the menu because that interrupts the action, the animation. So you can start moving faster than you would do normally. And also, the moment you open the menu, well, the actual in-game time will stop. So that's some extra time save.
Oh. So I mean, the leaderboards for this go by in-game time then?
Yeah, they have in-game time.
Gotcha. And there's
It's a little bit tricky. Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. There was a quick question in chat asking, is this the GOG version of Resident
Yeah, this
Evil?
is the GOG.
Nice.
You have the GOG version. You can patch it with the rebirth. So
Okay.
that's what
Gotcha.
that's what it's done.
That makes sense.
The only thing I didn't change was like it has the cutscene removal, but just for the what is it? The animations. And I just leave it there because otherwise it melts your brain because you can get teleported some points that you're not expecting. We're gonna see that coming up next. We have to go all the way to the basement here and get a key to the room here on the back of the room. To the door, I mean. So there's a cutscene with some sharks. Did I just unequip this? And when you skip that cutscene, well, you will get teleported to the door. So yeah, it gets me confused. I don't like that.
I can understand that for sure. Now I'd say.
And box pushing time.
What was that?
Box pushing time.
Hey, it's important or something.
Yeah, when you play Resident
exciting.
Evil games, you have to develop your box pushing skills.
It is a mandatory skill for all.
It's mandatory.
So my question is, like, considering you play the OG Resident Evil, have you done much with the remaster? And if so, what are your thoughts between the two of them?
I like the remaster, but I've never run it.
Okay.
I don't know why. To be honest, I liked this one, and I just kept going with this one. The one I liked running was the RE2 remake.
Okay. Solid choice.
Maybe people will hate me for saying this. Oh, this is the cutscene I was mentioning, and I get teleported here. But I like it somewhat a little bit more the remake than the OG RE2. Because I felt like it's the same but improved. It was really well made.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. I know I had the unfortunate downside of RE3 being my favorite, and then playing the RE3 remake and going, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's a...
Yeah, I refused to play that game. I just watched it and I said, no, what did they do to the clock tower?
I was so sad.
It was so sad. And to be fair, we're heading to the first boss fight, let's say, because the boss with the fight with the snake was just dodging the snake. Now we have to fight a big plant, and we have to do really quick shots, really fast shots. For that, we have to spam the aim button as we hold shoot button, and that was slow. The first one was a slow. The first one was a slow. Nah, after running this game, you're like, oh no, the first shot was slow. Oh no, the run is dead.
Meanwhile, I'm like, wait, did it start?
Yeah,
I missed it.
That was nothing. I love the next dialogue. The way Jill says, "You saved me." No.
There's just so many good lines in this game.
You can feel her anxiety. Just pay attention.
You saved me.
Yeah.
Come on.
That was close.
No, I love
It's
this.
just like, eh.
What a monster.
I love this game because of the dialogues, as well as Silent Hill 1. No, those dialogues, lovely.
They're so good. They're so like cheesy, and I love it.
There's so much content.
Right?
And here we have another time for announcements.
Oh, sure.
Like a minute.
Alrighty, I'll do a quick one right here. So for those of you watching, you want to support GDQ Hotfix, did you know there's a really cool shirt available at theyeti.com/GDQ? That's the Yeti, YETE.com/GDQ. Check out all the merch here, specifically the 2024 Season 4 shirt. It has all the Season 4 shows on it. It's super cute.
Is that right?
And then really quickly, if you missed out on any of our Hotfix shows, we got you, boo. Like, especially the Back to Black Marathon we just had. Head over into youtube.com/gamesdonequick and check out those VODs. And if you're watching on YouTube, hello from the past. You should check us out on twitch.tv/gamesdonequick and watch us live. So you can chat with us and watch fantastic dialogue. Because you're missing out without talking about the fantastic dialogue.
And see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that?
Let's go.
Counting on you.
Hey, that was on time.
Sometimes I get lucky with
Back to
that.
the mansion. It's full of experience.
I only fake like I have experience on TV. It's fine.
Nice. Now we're heading back to the mansion after getting rid of that plant. We have to get, what was it? A red book we need for an emblem, another emblem. Who could have guessed that? Another emblem and a battery, so we can use the lift so we can go all the way to the caves.
When I see all these houses and horror games and other things, I just want to go to the architect and go, why? Why? Could you not do a simple house?
I'll definitely hire
get
the
it.
person who designed the Spencer Mansion. Full of hidden stuff. I mean, I could have a hidden lab there and nobody would notice.
You just
That'll be
scatter a whole bunch of medallions all over the place.
Yeah. For what
No
reason, I don't know, but I'll have medallions and all of them.
And then you'll have one that serves no purpose other than to throw people off.
Yeah.
That would be my favorite part.
Dummy medallions. I don't know why they didn't do that here. Now, this is the part we fight. We really fight the snake called Yon. It's gonna be dead in 4 shots. Oh. There we go. Open menu. Leave. That's it.
All right, nice. Very nice.
Jill.
That was timeless.
Anything interesting?
Yes.
That looked amazing, though.
How about
That was
you go out and
timeless.
check by yourself?
Nah, it's
I
okay.
have a rope here.
Oh, do you?
Also, thanks, Barry, for all your hard work and helping me take out that boss.
So here in this section, Barry, well, he drops the rope. That's it. There you go. There goes the rope.
What's going on?
And he asks us to wait for him. And this is where the run changes. It gives you 2 different routes. So you can wait there for Barry. And after a while, he'll be back and pull you up again. But you can go through this tomb, fake tomb. And this leads, it's faster, but leads to the bad ending.
Interesting.
The problem is you leave Barry behind, and he's no more later. That's the problem. That's not canon. And the other
kidding.
thing is, some stuff here is you have to pick up mod discs, like any RE game, and these discs help you opening a door, and this door leads to the good ending. So that's the difference. It is a couple of minutes off route.
Do you have a preference between like running good ending and bad ending?
I like bad ending.
Nice.
Faster.
Respectable. I can respect that.
Save the frames. I mean, if you want good ending, you can go casual.
No, we get it.
Just teasing. Okay, we got the I mean, I was thinking about keys. We got the battery, and we got the emblem. So the emblem is hidden in the book. So we got the book, and now we can leave the mansion again, and we can go activate the lift. Bad Hunter.
I remember the first time playing this, and I'd see every enemy, and I'm like, all right, I have to kill every single one. How do I do this? And then I'd watch people just walk right past them going, oh, well,
Yeah, right.
okay,
It's like just walk around it. No biggie.
it's fine.
No biggie with that. Fun fact with this game, that I got the hit already like 3 times where I wasn't supposed to be hit. Compared to the other RE games, this one you will lose speed when you're in caution or danger.
Oh,
Like you won't even be aware that you are about to die.
okay. Next, I know when I think of other ones, if you drop to caution, you're actually a little bit faster.
Yeah.
That's
true.
cool.
Yeah, that's Claire and Jill in the remakes.
Okay.
So the reason we needed the battery for the lift is that this dam is holding water for us, because behind the waterfall it creates, there's a hidden staircase, the hidden ladder, I mean, and that would lead us to the caves.
Gotcha.
In the caves, we get another emblem. The very last one. Don't worry.
I am shocked. Shocked, I say, that we get an emblem.
Were you aware there are emblems in this?
You know, I must have missed the first, like, 29 minutes of the run. I didn't know this was an emblem collecting game.
That voice Enrico's?
Oh, yeah. We have 6 different emblems.
Wait there. Are you with
And
anybody?
how many? Like 5 different keys.
Oh no, I'm alone. But why are
And
you
2
hiding?
different cranks.
Listen. The stars
Yeah, there are 2 different cranks in here. One with a square shape and the other one with like a hexagon shape.
From the start by Umbrella.
It's like Resident Evil is
Why?
like the Pokemon of objects.
They're all the same, just a little difference.
You gotta collect them all.
Okay, this is the hexagonal crank. Wow,
Well, that guy was rude.
quite. Yeah, I should have pre-turned there, but my brain no good.
Now, what does pre-turn mean?
My brain
Or-
no braining.
Brain cells are optional.
So, in these games, you have a strat called pre-turn. That the moment you cross a door, you just hold a direction you want to turn before start running, because that will make the turn less sharp.
I gotcha. Yeah, because Resident Evil uses tank controls, right?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
tank. In the next section, we have to be quick because there's a big spider. We have to open the door, but shooting the door here. Oh. And I'm gonna
Nice.
go this way. I'm not supposed to go this way, but I'm gonna pick up this safety first aid because I'm really bad spot. And the problem with that spider is that it can poison you, so that's a problem. That's a really bad problem. Oh, what? That's the
There.
worst trigger in the game.
It looks like it.
Yeah, because you can access it, but the moment you have chance to access the trigger is the same time the camera changes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so if you open the menu like a pixel before, you're done. Now we go for the last emblem.
Just an empty room and a random statue.
Oh yeah. Don't you love those one?
Oh, of course. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Nope. Oh, look at this secret emblem. Wow.
What?
There we go. First emblem. Now we got the second emblem here, hidden in a blue book. Somehow they thought like a blue book was gonna distract you. Like, yeah, blue book here. No, I don't think I should check it, right?
Nah.
Now the emblems are needed to open a secret staircase. Now it is a staircase, but it's hidden in the fountain here.
I never would have guessed they did the same thing twice.
Yeah, could you imagine?
Right?
And what they have hidden here? the lab. Told you, I wanna hire the architect.
Right? Just be like, just make a video game house. Go.
Just a hidden lab under a well. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, totally.
And we're gonna be hackers here. We're gonna type the most difficult password in story of science. Oop. And I mistyped it. So the password is Ada. Ada, yeah?
Yeah, that name will probably never come up again.
She somehow seduced the scientist here. And he decided, okay, Ada is a great password.
It's fantastic.
That's definitely gonna keep the company safe.
Yeah.
Let's go. That's easy.
I'm loving the giant computer.
Oh, no, it reminds me of my childhood computer. No memes, visual data memes. No, that's terrible. That okay. That text, no. Look, if you're on a world record pace and you misclick that thing, that's horrible.
I get you.
Popping up
Your password is too
data.
short.
Let's go. Oh, come on. I say, if they put visual data as password, that'll be better. Even if it's next to it.
Oh, that
Even
was
if
so
it's
good.
yeah, even if you have it written in a paper next to the computer, they'll be even safer.
It has to be the one with the coffee stain on it.
True.
The whole like partial circle.
And then the janitor gets there and throws away the the napkin. No, this is trash. Oh, and by the way, we activated another lift.
Oh.
Let's go. Yeah. Lift the strats. We're heading towards the last boss. And we have like 3 minutes of cutscene here. So if we have an announcement, we can get another announcement.
Sure. For those who don't know, we have a really awesome weekend coming up, and you should check it out. That is going to be GDQ's International Transgender Day of Visibility celebration. It's going to be a weekend highlighting transgender speedrunners, and it's going to be on March 29th and March 30th. So, friends in chat, you know I'm going to say an exclamation point, so get it ready. Exclamation point. Trans visibility in that Twitch chat for more info, and you are my newest best friend, the first person that puts it in there.
He doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are
Also, those
Well,
sunglasses,
you don't have
I
to
love
worry
them.
about anything, because you'll be free
Yeah.
very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy
It's like you know that person's a bad person when they're wearing sunglasses inside.
Experiments, and recently an
True.
accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot
I mean,
be made public.
a good person, I don't think he will be wearing sunglasses in a hidden laboratory underground.
Right?
He's hiding something there.
Monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the
So
monsters
here what happens is that
nothing. I'm going to
I
bring
don't
all
quite
of them
remember what
together
happens during
in this
the
entire
good
lab.
route, but
I must complete my mission.
Barry
By umbrella.
goes to a different place.
Look
So
around and wait there.
here that now that he leaves, he dies. That's the problem.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He's such a
Yeah, when you go with him through the rope, he survives. And then, well, we just ignored in the lab a bunch of doors.
well.
There you use the modisks,
Nothing to do with
and those discs open a cell door. And in that cell door, it's Chris. So
Oh.
another reason why this is the bad ending, because Chris dies in here.
Powerful bond.
Ah, fair.
What would
Yeah.
you do? What if you
No wonder why Claire she's
Must stop this now.
searching for him, not finding anywhere.
Whoops.
If I were you, I wouldn't give
Oh
up
no.
such a big discovery.
No,
Also,
do
I
you
love some
remember
of the-
Spencer mentioned some stuff happened there?
Understand.
Oh yeah.
feel
Forgot about that.
So you're going to do
I like some of the comments in chat related to the Wesker wearing the shades. Shades throwing shade. I appreciate that one. And he's not hiding anything. He has sensitivity to fluorescent lights. Like, okay, I'll give you that one.
Maybe.
Shades throwing shade. I love it.
The light hurts my eyes.
That's great.
Tyrant virus is a super virus,
No.
which creates a
And then we have the
monster
super weapon here, the Tyrant, which has the hard exposed,
biological weapon.
but it's the perfect weapon, right?
No, totally.
I mean,
real people.
I don't know what you gotta do with it.
really beautiful. All this power will be mine.
For the sake of an awful creature.
Don't be upset.
Okay, Jill's hand in this cutscene. I have questions.
It's impressively huge.
That is that's a Jill hand witch right there.
Sandwich.
I can't unsee it.
And here, I always noticed the Tyrant has like somewhat like teeth butt cheeks.
Oh no.
Like, yeah, it's no, you can't unsee that. It's just teeth.
Don't come this way.
Also,
Okay,
Rip
very last
Wesker,
fight.
we'll never see him again.
Oh no, he did. I need to position here. There we go. Quick shots. And getting hit. Yeah, glad I healed myself. It was a bad position, but wow.
Wait, Tyrant's dead?
What
What?
What a
What?
what a weapon. Yeah, that was the ultimate weapon with the
Well
spell
then.
shard and everything, and yeah, it's over for him. He had his, I don't know how many seconds he lasted of fame.
Okay.
That was
Okay, Jill,
pretty much-
calm down. That was impressive.
time for leaving. We're done.
It's you.
Rip Barry.
Barry?
Bless you, Barry.
I'm really embarrassed.
I don't know, with the voice acting, whenever he says it's you, I always
It's over.
hear like he's saying achoo.
Wesker's
So I say
dead.
bless you. Bless you, Barry. I know you're dying, but bless you.
Jill, will you
Can we get a bless you, Barry, in chat?
Do you want a napkin?
wish? Please,
Oh, man.
this photo
no.
to my
No, I can't let
Keith
them
Butt
rest.
Tyrant and Bless You Barry are my new favorite deep lore for this game.
Jill.
Oh, man.
Another difference with good ending, if I'm right, yeah. You after leaving with Chris, you have to fight the Tyrant again, a second time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This is Brad. Running out of
I love the way the Resident Evil games like have all these different paths you can take. It's like 4 different games in a single game, always.
Agreed.
I always
There's, like-
find funny this
it's like
lift
you make, like-
because
What about the lift?
no, it looks like Jill has a very big mustache there. I just I just can't unsee that.
Oh my god.
There we go. We launch the signal and we leave. And we're done. And GG.
It's time?
Not yet.
Okay.
The moment, well, It could be, but the moment the screen fades out, that's time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching.
Well, we will let you do your shoutouts as soon as the screen fades, so that we can get the official.
We'll let Barry die. We'll let Chris die. The tyrant lives. We got time here. Let's go.
GG's.
We did everything wrong.
GG's. We messed up everything.
But we did it fast.
We
Let's
did
go.
it fast. Exactly. That is what matters.
That's what matters.
I love that so much.
Okay. So
I'm using that. but yes, please tell everybody like who you are, where they can find you, what you run, because you are an
Okay.
absolute treat.
yeah, my name is S. Andreas. That's my channel name. My name is Andreas. And I'm from Guatemala. I speedrun basically horror games. I'm right now tryharding the Silent Hill 1 game. Currently, I'm on 4th place. I'm trying to get something of a better time. I also speedrun SH4. I'm the current world record. Trying every now and then to get the very first sub 45 minutes in history. So eventually something like that could happen. So, and also make sure to follow the GDQ if you don't, because they do a great job and it's really fun to be here.
And everybody should go follow S. Andreas, especially all you horror fans out there. You have been an absolute treat. I am so glad, just by complete coincidence, I happened to run into you and get you on. I'm so happy.
That was a very big coincidence. Good story there.
It's a story, and I'm so thankful that you came on. It was so fun to watch this. I definitely check the VOD back, because you've got a lot of love in chat, and there were a lot of comments that I wouldn't have been able to say properly because I would have butchered the language. So definitely check out the love. But you were awesome. GG's once more for S. Andreas for a fantastic run. Fantastic run of Resident Evil. But we are going to get a water break, and just as a reminder, I saw some subs in chat. Any of your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, bits, cheered on this channel, GDQ Twitch channel, are going to help support GDQ Hotfix and shows like Express Lane. So if you enjoy watching this amazing person run Resident Evil. Hello, friends, and welcome back to more Capcom fantastically awesome, Capcom themed and produced and distributed. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of Capcom shows and runs, and it's going to be super fun and awesome. And I'm yapping a little more because I have a microphone that's working this time. Flashback to something that didn't happen before. Anyway, moving on, looking at our next run. It is a bit of a mouthful, but it's going to be fantastic. It is Resident Evil 2 with the category of Leon B, cut, skip, any percent hard. We'll find out about what all that means in a second, but I'm going to pass on over to our runner, Joseph Stakes Davis, to tell us all about it. Hello and welcome to GDQ for the first time, friend.
Hello, thank you very much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Yay! And chat, give some extra love for a first time appearance. We love to see it. But yeah, so let's see some of this Resident Evil 2 goodness.
So what we have here today is, like you said, quite a bit of a mouthful of a category. It is Leon B, because the classic Resident Evil 2, or Biohazard 2, like you can see here, has an actual B scenario instead of second run, whatever that was supposed to be. Hard mode is an exclusive difficulty to the PC version and Dreamcast. It's called Nightmare and Dreamcast. I can talk a little bit more about hard mode later. Any percent, there's really no other category other than just you beat the game. There's really no side quests. There's no different endings. There's really nothing else to do other than just, beat the game. Except my little foam piece fell down, and that is okay too. And was there another category? I don't remember.
Leon B cutscene skip any percent hard.
The cutscene skip, yeah, you know,
Hey.
that's kind of what finally got me into speedrunning in Resident Evil 2 was this recent mod that came out from a modder called Resident Evil Nemesis 30, which legit, you skip the doors completely, you skip the cutscenes completely, and well, not completely. There's some exceptions. There's a little bit of delays here and there, but by and large, you cut out like 30 minutes of the run just by skipping cutscenes. Yeah, it's something like that. World record for Leon A is, I believe, 53 minutes. With the cutscene skip, it's like 1930. So you're looking at, I think that's like 31, 32 minutes when you cut out all the doors, all the cutscenes.
All right, let's go.
I'm excited to run this. Hard mode, if you haven't run it for either no damage like I have or speedrunning like I just recently started learning, it is very unforgiving. You will get memed on relentlessly by some enemies if you're not careful, and you will die very quickly.
Nice. Hate to see it, question mark? But yeah, no, when you are whenever you're ready to go.
Excellent. All right. So once I hit load game, we're going to load it up because in Resident Evil 2 Classic, we're going to have a B run loaded from a completed A file. So once I actually load the game, it's going to go to a short little cutscene. And then as soon as we see Leon on the screen, that is time.
All right.
So here we go. This is the speedrun edition, which means we are forced into the lower pixels, the old school, the Japanese, the no auto turn or the no quick turn, no tactical reload, none of that stuff. This is like, boom, classic, ready to go. All right, ready for time in 3, 2, 1, time, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. We're going to start off by running because we actually fight very few zombies throughout this whole run. It's mostly dodging. We do fight a few, basically only with the shotgun. And we only pick up about, I think, 15 shotgun shells total throughout the entire run. 12 magnum rounds or so, no handgun ammo. So ammo economy is very, very tight. I finished the run with like 12 bullets left in the handgun, and that's it. Everything else is empty.
Oh, wow.
That little fade-in is something that can't be skipped. Like I mentioned, there's some things that can't be skipped. Running down the corridor here with the crows, we got to be careful so we don't get body blocked by these crows. A single crow attack takes a quarter of your health.
Oh.
Yeah. They, like I said, relentless.
Hard difficulty's hard. Got it.
Yep. Zombies are tanky too. Zombies can take up to, I think the highest I ever counted was 31 handgun rounds. On normal, it's like 10 max. Yeah. Yes. However, you do get 5 extra handgun rounds per pickup, and you do get a small chance to land a critical shot. So that's kind of the trade-off. But guess what? Your shotgun and your magnum, you don't get more. You actually get less.
Of course.
All right, coming up for the first X encounter, which I'm going to botch the dodge, so I'm just going to tank a hit. The reason I swung out to purposely take a hit is if X hits me with his right hook, he's going to knock Leon to the ground, and he's going to get in a second hit, and then I'll be in caution already. Safety strats with these lickers, because that tongue attack, that's a third of your health gone. A slash, that's about a quarter of your health gone. Their jump attack, that's half of your health gone.
Oh.
Yeah. They, like I said, relentless. Lickers are memes. There we go. All right, so we got past that first little section.
Nice.
Putting everything away except the herb and the key card. And we are venturing into the main hall. Gonna hit this ladder right away. Leon does not need the unicorn medal because he does not need the spade key. That is something only Claire has to deal with. Gonna get the shotgun here and use the blue card key to unlock some doors. So we got some time for some announcements.
Oh, sure. All right, friends, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you an exclamation point, so I'll get that prepped in chat. For the first time, we are actually be doing some commentary for English commentary and restream for Speedruns 2025. So make sure you are tuning in from February 27th through March 2nd. It's going to be benefiting doctors of the world. So what you're going to do in chat, if you want to learn some more information, exclamation point Speedruns, SPEEDONS. First one in there is the new best friend, as always, and everybody that puts it in there is also my best friend. Because y'all are the best chat on Twitch, straight up.
There's Claire. Bye, Claire. All right.
Bye-bye.
Gonna take some legs off. Oh, we didn't get that guy. That's unfortunate. That actually did not kill him. That's also very unfortunate. Yeah, we're in trouble here. I'm actually gonna reset the room. There we go. That was one extra shotgun shell that I wanted to use, but that's okay. That's why we back up to safety strats. What is supposed to happen, ideally, I take out the legs of the first guy and I can just run around the rest. However, that crawler does not cooperate whatsoever. And crawlers take about, let's see, I think it's like 30 damage a bite. Leon starts with about 200. So it's not the worst chunk of health you can lose, but it's still kind of a lot. Ideally, I'm supposed to run past all of those, just take out the first one, but, you know, as we saw, that doesn't happen. I do have backup and safety strats for basically everything, so worst case scenario, you know, we can still get a functional run, as I like to call them. They're not going to be like record pace, but they're runs. A slow run is better than a dead run.
This is true. This is 100% true.
Or as I like to say, it doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to work. I watched a lot of Red Green when I was younger, and I looked it up. He didn't say it. He said a bunch of stuff, and I just kind of learned that.
I've all of my speed runs with that comment feel so seen right now. They work. It's fine.
They are functional. And you may have noticed, oops, I did not mean to examine that, meant to get the lighter out. You may have noticed that even though Leon had enemies in front of him, he aimed at the downed enemy behind him. That is a glitch exclusive to the hard mode. I don't know if it's PC only or if it's just hard mode PC. I don't know if it happens in the Nightmare version in Dreamcast, but it's very annoying. All right, let's see if we can get this dodge. I'm not feeling it. Oh, I got it. Actually got it. Okay, cool. So that's Marvin, Lieutenant Branagh. And we were able to run in, grab the heart key, and get out without getting grabbed. That's not the fastest route. There is a slightly faster where we bait that third zombie from around the corner. Oh, can't think, just do. I probably didn't even have time to register that. All right, here we go. This guy is in the way. We have to dodge him 3 times. I just take him out completely. All right, next dodge. Here's some speedrun dodge. Hopefully I can get it. There we go. Before I started speedrunning this game, like when I started learning it, I was really surprised. Wow, you can touch enemies and not get grabbed if you just know how to run by them.
That's true. That is a good skill to know in this series.
So my primary background is no damage runs. I have like 40 Resident Evil no damage runs, and I'm actually really inexperienced in speedrunning comparatively. And it's like, oh yeah, gotta be safe. And now with speedruns, it's like, yeah, let me just casually run by 3 zombies in arm's length.
Well, it's like, I know we did a collab last year with Games Done Hitless. I'm not sure if they have Resident Evil categories, but that is something that you should check out too. If you're not well versed with them yet.
Yeah, I definitely like to check it out.
They're a good group of people.
There we go. Spider's taking a wide angle. And now we're going to get some time with Ada. And by some time, I mean like a minute. Ada is actually fun to play as for the minute or so we get her because she is the fastest character in the game.
Oh, nice.
If we could run as Ada instead of Leon, that'd be great, but we don't get to do that. So now we're going to play an exciting game of Push the Box. So this is a great time to get some announcements in because I'm just going to push a box and fill up a pool with water.
Fair. Well, I will say, we just have one more quick announcement that, again, it is exclamation point time, friends. Hear me out. You, if you haven't already, you should join the official GDQ Discord and add that super awesome Hotfix Enjoyer role. And you can keep up on upcoming events. You can talk with staff and showrunners like myself and a whole bunch more. And also hear about that thing called, like, Summer Games Done Quick that's coming up, and Frost Fatales, Speed-Ons. But you have to do, in Twitch chat, exclamation point Discord for that info. Because again, you will also be my best friend if you do. Just saying.
All right. Did you miss Ada? Because we're done with her already.
I saw her briefly, and now I'm just okay. Like, that name sounds kind of familiar. Like it came up randomly in the first game we had today.
Well, don't you worry. We're going to get to play Ada for like 20 more seconds.
Yeah.
All right. Enemy placement is different on the way back. Gonna just a tiny bit to Leon's left to dodge that first dog and run by the second. back in the basement entryway. We're going to hug the wall to Leon's right, nudge past this guy. There we go. Now, since I used an extra shotgun shell earlier, I've got to change up this room a little bit, but no big deal. I'm going to take out this first guy. He's very inconsistent to run by, and I'm just going to tank a hit there, shove these guys off. I'm going to go into caution, but that's fine because I have a full heal. I need to make inventory space. Now I'm back to full health and the inventory that I need. Now it's time for not getting grabbed by that guy. All right, tough dodges time. Go. 1, 2, go, run to the right. I've heard this called the YOLO horde, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Nicely. You made that look so easy.
Well, thank you. The one on the way back is harder. So now we're going to grab the first plug. Leon needs 4 plugs to get to the first boss. In the A scenario, grabbing the key item off the shelf triggers that liquor jumping through the window. In the B scenario, grabbing that first aid spray does. Obviously, I want the first aid spray. First aid sprays are our friend. Because in caution, you move slower, slightly slower. It changes the way you walk. It changes the speed at which you rotate. So just being in caution is not a good thing. We want to stay and find as much as possible. All right, there's Mr. X, and we're out of here. All right, one more Mr. X dodge. This is conveniently a speedrun strat and a no damage strat. Hugging the wall kind of at a 45-degree angle. Okay, we're out of here. All right, YOLO dodge time. Out. Out. And out, and we got it.
Very nice.
Thank you. The faster way to do it is you actually you beat the second to last zombie to the door by like a frame. If you want to see that, Deep Stack Dave is an expert at this game. He holds a lot of records for this game, so I learned most of these speedrun strats from him. Okay, another safety dodge. The reason I'm doing safety strats here is because we have several liquor dodges to make. I need to... Oh, he is stuck. Come on. There we go. That's not good. Not the worst thing to happen. That jump attack, that when it screeches, that's 100 points of damage right there.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I'm just above caution. So when I get hit by Mr. X here, this is a planned hit coming up. There's no real way to dodge it. It's kind of just RNG if he decides to like wind up for an attack as opposed to actually just doing it. I don't know any way of triggering it. I've seen a lot of record runs that still get hit by him, so I think it's 100% RNG, honestly.
Oh, jeez.
Don't you love RNG?
Honestly, most of the runs I do are RNG, so yeah.
Yep. Okay. Now we're in caution. Again, not the worst thing. Thinking, where's he at? Where's he at? He kind of moved. He kind of shifted. Okay, not bad. Gonna reset the room. And see how slow I turned right there? I usually wait till I get hit by the next liquor to heal, but I don't want to risk getting bodied. We're a little over a third of the way through the run. Switch the valve handle for the club key. Because ideally, I would still be in fine right here. I would get hit by this one, and then I would go into caution. Then I'm back up to full health for the first boss. Not a big deal. There's a green herb next to our friend Ben in the prison, which we'll be going to next. And now we're going to play an exciting game of moving the bookshelves.
Hey!
I feel like Leon and Ada do well, and Claire and Sherry. Sherry actually helps out too. She pushes boxes. They do more maintenance work around here than anything.
I've never understood their obsession with, here, move this bookshelf. And now do it 8 more times in the game.
Have you played Resident Evil 2 Remake?
Yeah.
The first time going through, like, getting chased by Mr. X and having to move that bookshelf, and it's like, so, like, and then when you learned you can move more than one at a time, and I'm like, oh, this is a game changer right here.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I first tried no damage, I loaded up Claire second and immediately got hit by the very first zombie, and I'm like, maybe no damage isn't for me.
And then here you are.
Yeah. I didn't think I'd be doing it. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll watch. It's cool. No, here I am just doing them like all the time. And then I wanted to get into speedrunning. I've done a couple over the last couple of years, but these last few months have been like, all right, I want to do speedrunning like serious now. Let's give it a real go this time. Invisible wall, thank you.
And that's actually something, an interesting point with coming from no damage runs. How easy or hard was it to transition into more of a speed run mindset?
Ooh, that's a tough one to say because it is almost always faster to take damage. Speaking of, we are going to no damage this first boss though, because the fastest way, from what I've experienced, the fastest way is also the no damage way to clear this room. So I opened up with 2 shotgun shells, then a magnum, then I ran behind him, 2 more magnums. I'm running to this corner for 5 more magnum rounds. Now I'm out of magnum ammo. He's going to swing not once, not twice. Okay, now we're at the panel already. We will have all the panels in and be out the door by the time before he even gets to the rail. There we go.
What?
Yep, and that's our first boss.
Ooh. Nicely done.
Thank you. I'll explain quick shots later. I don't do quick shots for that room because I've missed on several occasions, and then I have to use extra shotgun, and it's a mess. This is our first safety save because there is a potentially game crashing section coming up. If I skip the cutscene fast enough, it won't crash, but, I would rather not crash or have a save in case I do crash. And Ada, feel free to get out of the way. So now we're going to play as Ada again for about 10 seconds. It did take me a little bit of getting used to when I started speedrunning because I had to fight the urge to reset when I got hit. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. No, I'm supposed to get hit there.
I could see that being an issue for sure.
But kind of on the inverse, speedrunning has made me more efficient at doing no damage runs faster. So some things kind of worked against each other. Some things actually worked hand in hand. Also, by the way, we're done with Ada again. I honestly don't know why that was even a playable section. That should have just been a cutscene. You go through 2 rooms and then that's it. We almost got acid on.
It should have been an email in video game form.
Yes. I did take an extra bump from a spider, so I'm going to grab one of these green herbs here. Fortunately, for most of the run, healing items are conveniently placed along the way. There's not a whole lot of, going out of our way that we have to do. There we go. No gator. The gator was taken care of in a scenario, so we don't have to fight the alligator here. Here's an unskippable cutscene for, I don't know, some reason. I actually don't know enough about the game's engine to know why it would be or not be skippable. Oh, but here's some fun news for all of you Claire runners out there. The Supreme version of the cutscene skip mod, because there's 3 versions. There's the regular one, which keeps the fade in for the door. There's the super skip, which removes the door animation completely. And then there's Supreme skip, which basically makes text instant, doors instant, and it skips the Sherry checks. So you don't have to wait for Sherry to catch up to you. You can just leave and she'll just teleport.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're coming out of the sewers already. The sewers are a very short section.
I like how Spider Friend is just like, yeah, I'm on the ceiling. I could drop.
Nonchalant. I could. Yeah. I might not.
Yeah.
All right, now we're approaching the factory, which is also 4 rooms. They put all of their time in the RPD and then just oh yeah, we have to build other stuff too.
Yeah, the rest of the game has to be made.
I get made. Sure, why not? All right, here is the game crash. A very important note for anybody running Leon A or B with this. So after I shoot Birkin's Claw 4 times with a shotgun, I'll initiate that cutscene where Ada starts shooting. If you wait to skip until the camera angle changes and you see Leon and Ada standing next to each other, it's going to crash. So spam, quick. Okay, we're good.
Nice.
It's that fast. That has killed some runs. That actually killed one of my no damage runs. This was my 4th scenario. No. 4th scenario in an all 4 run, and it crashed there. Yep. I got to do it all over again. That was a planned hit. I did not want Ada to save me, because if Ada did, then the zombie just kind of resets its position and can just start biting you again. It's really awkward how the zombies act when Ada's around. But you may have noticed I did a triple kneecap and none of them started crawling. Those rooms are coded not to have crawlers because there is no animation for Sherry getting ankle grabbed.
Oh, that's interesting.
So an easy way to get through it, no damage, is you just kneecap them. All right, we're gonna grab the key. We're gonna have a forced Mr. X hit. Yoink. Okay, that's fine. Like, I like to say, it's in the budget. This is a hit that's in the budget. We're expecting this hit.
I love that description so much.
All right, coming up for my next safety save here. Let me just make some room here. Time loss, but because we're coming up to some very unforgiving rooms, and there's still 2 more places that the game can either glitch or soft lock out on us.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that happens, but that's the joy of PC versions.
It's okay. I come from the land of console runs. We have the... Yeah, you want a down patch? That's cute. No.
Yeah. I mean, console runs do have their advantage. You don't have to worry about like surprise patches and updates and stuff. On the other side, kind of not always the best. We also have a boss fight coming up that a single attack can take over half of your health. So definitely safety saving for 2 reasons. Let's be real here.
Makes sense.
This is the G3 fight. I got to run around Ada. Because the cutscene skip also can mess with some enemy positions and stuff. So here's G3. We're going to get really close and cozy with him. I'm going to quick shot, and what that means is I'm basically holding the... I hold aim and fire to start, and then I hold my fire button and I let go of the aim button, and then I just press it in a certain rhythm. That allows me to fire faster. I can't see him. There we go. Oh my. If you get it, you can shoot significantly faster. If you don't get it, you drop and you don't know what happened. You have to sit there for a second and be like, why am I not firing right now? I'm not out of ammo. All right, come this way, please. Nice, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's done.
Nice.
That's G3, no damage.
Well done.
Thank you. This is not a no damage run, but the speed run, if you get it right, is actually no damage as well. All right, we're done with that. All right, see you, Ada.
Bye, Ada.
I think that was actually the most.
Now it's fine.
Yeah, she can rest. She can rest. That was actually the most quick shots I've ever gotten with the Magnum in a single fight.
Well done.
Thanks. All right, let's grab this herb over here because we're gonna now is the realm of the unforgiving is what I'm gonna call the labs here. The realm of the unforgiving. We have evolved liquors now, and we have several of them. So in the pump room here, we're going to go into the lower elevator shaft, power room, whatever you want to call it. We have 2 evolved liquors. I want to bait this one to a jump. It doesn't jump. Okay, I'm in caution. That's great. Okay, full heal time. Oh, now it jumps. Okay, that's great.
Of course.
Good. You jump. Okay, that's fine. Okay, 3 hits total. That's not the worst. I'm at 156 health out of 200, so that's not bad. There are much worse things that can happen.
True.
Like a room coming up. The triple liquor corridor, which sucks to the point I came up with a slower but safer way to do it because I was tired of getting just totally bodied by it. But first, we got to dodge some naked zombies. We now have naked zombies in the screen. Good. Dodge. There we go. I hugged the wall to the right, ran to the last one, kneecap, then ran through before I got back grabbed.
Nice.
Trying to keep up with all this explaining, like, I'm just...
You're doing a fantastic job, like real
Thank you.
talk. Especially again for those tuning in, first time GDQ appearance. So if you've never been on the GDQ stage, it's a little nerve-wracking your first time on.
It's nice to have somebody to talk to.
Agreed.
I think a commentator. I would feel so bad for a commentator. They wouldn't have they wouldn't have time to talk. All All right, here we go. Coming up to some Ivy dodges. Now, I would not mind more Ivies in the labs here because they're actually very easy to dodge. You just kind of like run by them and that's it. Look at that. We're already past it. Okay, yoink. All right, let's get back up to full health. I'm actually going to show you a no damage trick that I use for this room as well because it's just kind of a hassle. When they perk up like that, they're in listening mode. If you start running, when they start to lower, you can actually cover quite a bit of distance before they can start to attack. Look at that, and we're gone already.
Ooh. Oh, that's a cool strat.
That's how you can knife them to death. It takes forever, but you can knife them by exploiting their behavior like that.
Oh, that was neat.
All right, P4 lab, more naked zombie dodges. For whatever reason, in all of the rooms where we dodge naked zombies, like zig to the left, zig to the right, they tend to block the view of the character. I don't know if that was planned or not. Like, just look at those zombies just taking up screen time.
I could see that being a little planned.
Because it happens like every single time. All right, we have the enhanced magnum parts. I'm going to put those on right away so I don't forget them. Wow, we actually have 3 full heals. That's like a lot. Okay, that's cool though. I'm not complaining. In no damage runs, like Leon A, I actually don't use the enhanced magnum at all. I actually don't grab it at all in no damage runs. It does more damage, but the recoil is like way too long to really do anything with. Let me reset the room here. I got to bait that first liquor into doing something else. Let's see if I did it. Nope, didn't do it. Okay, this sucks. Yep, there's 3 hits already. Okay, that tongue attack, that's a lot of damage. Fortunately, we dodged that. Get out of the way. I'm very close to death right now. Okay, we're good.
And
See what I mean?
Nice to have 3 health.
Yep, and I used up 2.5 of them. 2.5 out of 3.5 full heals, or whatever it is. Okay. That's fine, I guess. The trick is we just have to not get hit for the rest of the run, which we probably will. Yoink. Okay, but not there.
Nice.
Here, this depends entirely on Mr. X's behavior. Normally what I do is oh, he did it. He actually wound up for the strike. Great. I can explain that while I push the box here, is because we have another exciting game of push the box, is when I was practicing runs, he did that every single time. As long as I stayed still for like 2 seconds, he would wind up. And then when I was practicing the other night, he just stopped doing it. He would just walk up to me and just start punching me. And I'm like, why? Like, why do you...
I get that 100%.
Why do you do this now and not the other 20 times? Because there's no setup there. You just don't move. You don't do anything.
The game knows you're practicing. It's like, oh, I gotta mess with him so badly right now.
If you think this is software, you are mistaken. It is a malevolent force. It knows. I do want to let everyone know that the next room will be a flickering, flashing screen. Fortunately, with the cutscene skip, it's only like 5 seconds instead of like a couple of minutes. But I do like to make everyone aware of that because photosensitivity sucks.
Thanks for
and
warning.
it's going to start as soon as I skip this cutscene here. There we go. Master key. All right, let's get out of here. We still have a full heal. We're still doing fine. There we go. All right, and we're done. That's it. That's the flashing screen's over. All right, now we're making our way to the final bosses. We have a super tyrant fight. We've got 5 naked zombies to dodge, and we have the G5, and then we'll be done. I do actually have a no damage strat using the enhanced magnum based off the speedrun strat. I can do the speedrun strat sometimes, but it's like it gets tricky when like tyrant starts hugging you and just like you can just get smacked around. By the way, there's a glitch here with the Supreme cutscene skip. It boots you out of the elevator. If you let that cutscene play out and you use the terminal, it still boots you out. You have to do it again. I don't know, it just is.
Oh, jeez.
All right, and we're coming up on our last like couple of minutes of the game. One more save here because there are one potential soft lock and one potential getting killed during a cutscene, which is not supposed to happen. But because of the cutscene skip screwing with some enemy behavior, it can actually get you during a cutscene, which Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll call it out when it happens. So we have everything. We have our magnum, we have our shotgun, we have our handgun, we have a full heal, and we have the platform key. Now, the soft lock that can happen is when you go to fire the rocket launcher at Mr. X, sometimes it just won't do it. It's like, no thanks. It just phases right through him. I've seen it happen during runs, no damage runs. Even in the bio rand, somebody shot 3 rockets at him because they got an extra rocket launcher, and it just could not hit him. Just wouldn't hit him.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I would
imagine.
rage.
Yeah, imagine losing that. Like you run to that.
No.
Yeah. So that is one potential soft block, because if you can't use the rocket against Tyrant, you can't do anything about him. Also, as I mentioned earlier, cutscene skip changes behavior. This is one of them. I'm going to let this cutscene play out on purpose because I want him to do a certain attack. If you skip the cutscene, he'll do 2 charge attacks right away, and you'll get caught by it, I think, every single time. No damage strat, holding up left run. We're going to scoot right on by. Yoink. This boss used to be so much scarier. We're going to run to this corner. 2 magnum shots. See that recoil? That takes way too long to recover. Yoink. Here we go. We're going to run to this X right here. Handgun shot. There's our rocket launcher. Equip. Take us just a second to aim. Okay, we're good. He's done. That's it. That's Super Tyrant.
What?
Yeah. The speedrun strat, you basically run to the screen right, you get 2 quick shots, and then you run to screen left, get a quick shot with the handgun, and then you get the rocket launcher, but you're likely to get sandwiched, as I like to call. All right, one more naked zombie dodge. Out. Okay, good. Oh, he's lunging. That's unacceptable. We're gonna get hit here. Get out of the way. Okay, not bad. One is okay. One is perfectly fine. There we go. Okay, now it's time for G5. This is the last potential issue. Of course, it's the last boss. Where the tentacle attacks can actually still hit you when you skip the cutscene of its death animation. I've gotten hit by it. I've gotten killed by it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it turns out when you skip the cutscene involving like enemies coming on screen, it messes with their AI. That's why you got to be careful with the G3 into G4 transformation, because he will tend not to jump up on the canisters. He'll just be stuck in a corner just trying to jump on you constantly. Okay. Which, if you get the setup for it, it makes it faster. If you don't get it... What? Excuse me? No, we're not going out. Come on, I need a crit. I need a crit or 2. There we go. All right. We're about... Yep, see? Like how it's moving me around? All right, and time.
GG's.
Thank you.
That was so awesome.
Thank you. That was... I'm sorry, go ahead.
For hard difficulty, you made that look blindingly easy.
Well, I appreciate that. This is about 3 minutes slower than my fastest time with the safety strats involved. My best theoretical time is like 24 minutes with the sum of best segments. I anticipate record is going to be like 23:30 when it's like ground down.
Oh, wow.
Leon, where are
Yeah, and for those aware, a current world record holder in this category, mind you, so you might know a thing or two about.
I'm not going to pretend to take credit for most of this. I did come up with some of the safety strats myself, some of the no damage strats. I learned a lot from Deep Stack Dave.
Gotcha. But yeah, so I mean, so especially since this is your first time on GDQ, fantastic job. Let everybody know, who are you? Where can they find you? What are you playing right now?
I am all over the place. I am fortunate enough to have the same username for Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Blue Sky, just everywhere. You see this name, Joseph Six Davis, I'm there. I do a lot of no damage runs. I've been playing a lot of this recently for speed runs. I do some music content. I'm a drummer, musician. You're actually in my studio right now.
Nice.
And yeah, I always have something to do. I'm never like, oh, I have nothing to do right now.
Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. Seriously, and someone in chat even agrees. A time of 30:43.4. Fantastic, amazing.
My in-game time should be under 29 minutes. The auto,
Wild.
yeah, like, because there is a little bit of a delay with like each door and each cutscene, all that stuff.
So, it's finally over.
Thank you for the GGs. I appreciate it.
Sherry, you look
But
terrible.
yeah, so
No worse than you.
for those that, hold on 1 second. Yeah, we're gonna wait till IGT, just so it's on there. It's a full run. We can enjoy these fantastic cutscenes.
And this music, though, this is unironically a bop.
Boom.
Thank you very much for the GGs. I'm so glad I didn't have to reset it all.
Yeah, and like another thing, I noticed actually with some of the other games you play, the Genma Onimusha, like that or any
Genma.
other, like tell us about any speed projects you've been working on for that.
Oh geez. So I've been working, like, I've got records for the ultimates, which is like the easy mode. It's the fun mode. It's like I want to learn this, but I don't want to put in too much work. I do plan on doing the real, like, any percent where you don't have the special weapons. Genma Onimusha is an Xbox port of Onimusha Warlords, where they changed a bunch of stuff around, made a bunch of different like quality of life improvements and stuff. It's actually like a fairly different game. I just wish it was more popular. I'm working on that. I'm working on Resident Evil speedruns and no damage runs. I've got casual gameplay sometimes, like Final Fantasy, Vandal Hearts. I've been building up my Japanese hardware because I'm going to be doing console speedruns and no damage runs of these Resident Evil games too.
Oh, nice.
And music stuff too. I gotta do that sometimes. I voice act sometimes, but it's like I just can't, like, not,
You are literally everywhere.
That's how I want to be.
I love it, and I love the combination of the speed running strats and the no damage strats. How you found like a really perfect blend that works for you. So,
thank you. I am. Cool. Thank you. I am gonna have to I think I might have to switch from controller to keyboard because keyboard allows you much more precise movement. So that's kind of like my next big project. I do want to practice like a couple other games, like try to choose like 2 or 3, but like, all right, these are my main focuses, grind these out, get them like precise, submit them to other events. But like, I can't do, I'm so used to controller, I can't do keyboard yet.
Honestly, I'm totally the same way.
By the way, Xbox 360 controller design peaked with the Xbox 360.
Oh, you're talking to a PlayStation girl, so we're gonna have some words on that. But I have about 10 PlayStation controllers. Every time I buy a PS2 gamer something, they're like, "Here, have a controller." Fair. Oh.
All right. Yeah, 2855.
Nice, very nice. That was super cool.
Thank you.
All right, again, everybody, GG's one more time for Joseph Six Davis and his fantastic GDQ debut with Resident Evil 2, Leon B, Cutscene Skip, any percent hard. It was so much fun to have you on, and I hope you had a fantastic time. But for those of you watching, we're not done. We're halfway. We got 2 more runs coming up. So get another hydration break in really quickly, and we come back. We are... Hello and welcome back once more, friends, to more Express Lane. We are doing a Capcom themed episode. Now, looking at the next run, it's a little bit special because it's a fan-made tribute and a demake to a really fun Mega Man game. So we're just gonna get right ahead and tune in to Zero Blade Edge, who is doing a Mega Man X8 16-bit edition and in the category of 100%. So Zero, take it away.
Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Zero Blade Edge, and today I'm bringing you a very special treat. This is a fan game made by Allison DePaz. They have taken the entirety of the PS2 Mega Man X8 game and put it into the Mega Man X 1 through 3 style in 16-bit.
Love it.
So this is actually also a speedrun mod to skip all the cutscenes. So basically what's going to happen in the last run is going to happen this run as well. And they've actually kept the entire soundtrack from the PS2 version in this. And like Oscar said, I'm running the 100% category. That's basically all armor upgrades, all heart tanks, and sub tanks. So I'll let my couch go ahead and introduce themselves.
Hello, friends and fellow gamers. I'm Tempest Mask 1000, and I'm just along for the ride. I'm not currently a runner of this game, but I swear Zero's going to make me one by the end of this month, I guess. I'm honestly just happy to support him for his first GDQ Hotfix run.
Yay!
So, yeah, this game is fantastic, by the way. And I made sure to play through every single bit of it, including the secrets, before we got to this point. So I am fully educated, I can assure you that much.
An additional GG's for another first-time runner for Hotfix. So, chat, you know what to do. Give some love.
All right, we are going to go ahead and get started if everybody is ready.
Good luck,
my guy.
In 3, 2, 1,
right,
Mega Man.
We're going to start things off a little bit interesting
Thank
here.
you.
So we've got the intro stage, to which if anybody has played the original Mega Man X8, you're going to notice a very huge difference with this version, which Alston has completely removed the team-up mechanic. So this was a sequel to Mega Man X7, which introduced that sort of thing, in which you could have a duo of 2 out of 3 characters, and X8 naturally continued that. In the pursuit of trying to bring this in the more 16-bit style, Alston opted to solo focus on X alone. So unfortunately, no Axel or Zero to be found here. However, the upsides of this game are plentiful. There are a lot of wonderful quality of life updates and awesome optimizations, as well as some really cool additional stuff that makes this a phenomenal treat. And by the way, this game was made in the Godot engine, which was also used to make a game that some of you may know as Mega Man Rock and Roll by Dennis Engelhardt, I believe his name is. So it is a very, very handy program. And again, one person on the dev team. Prepare yourselves for some amazing sprite work, because Allison is a wizard at this.
Yes.
I'm going to let Zero explain the intro boss, though, as we go along.
So this is the crab boss. This is where we're using one of the new mechanics, the double shot mechanic. I have the shot button bound to the R1 button on my controllers, where I can hold a charge and shoot at the same time. So I'm doing half charges to the face, and that's the first boss.
Nice.
So another cool thing that Allison included in this game is the dual wielding of mouse and controller. So I will be using the mouse that you see on the screen here. Yes, I will make sure it is off. And I will be selecting my stages this way just to select them a little bit faster.
Yeah, at first I wasn't even sure why my controller was doing something weird at first, only to realize that, you can select Maverick stages with your mouse. That's the kind of thinking that you don't normally expect, and yet the fact that it happened is pretty cool.
So, like we said, this is the 100% category. So I will be wanting to hold on to this mech until the very end of the stage, because there is a heart tank there that is behind breakable blocks that X can't break by himself. So I have to break them with the mech. So I have to hold on to this mech to the very, very end of the stage. So if I accidentally hit up over a pit, I have to find another mech, and it'll be much weaker.
Yeah, you're noticing that some of the enemies have some ride armor suits of their own. Real quick, though, before we even talk about that, so another quality of life within X8 is the vial encounters. The original PS2 game had it where there were these gauntlet rooms, and depending on what stage you were in and how many Mavericks you've defeated, that would determine a rare chance, a possible RNG chance of vial appearing. Now, in this game, it's specific to Bamboo Pandemonium stage and Gravity Antonian stage, which thank heavens for that, because anybody that has to go through that gauntlet room in Antonian's level for the original game, Yeah, it involves a series of avoiding a bunch of blocks that try to crush you and also impale you with spikes. And as we all know, Mega Man insta-dies to spikes. So even weirder was the fact that if you somehow did get Vile and yet managed to get a game over, the Vile fight is just gone. You have to now contend with that mini-boss anyway. Too bad, so sad.
Yeah, so the boots that I just got, since we are doing 100%, is the double jump boots. So they'll just basically allow me to double jump, which kind of breaks open the game. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to wait to make a little staircase for myself. Now, see, if I would have lost the mech, I wouldn't have been able to get that. The dev's name is Allison DePaz.
And you can actually follow them on Twitch under that very name, I might add, because they are also. Allison, he's also working on a few other. Currently, if I'm not mistaken, working on what's called Project Epsilon, and is doing some dev streams on that as well.
So you've heard of? You've heard of Mike Tyson's Punch Out? This is Bamboo Pandemonium Punch Out. I literally am just going to mash, jump, and punch the whole time.
Yeah,
Love it.
You know, this game asks, we like what Magma Dragoon did in X4. What happens if we bring that into Pandemonium? And thank heavens for it. Because you're looking at that desperation move right there. I made the mistake of going to him early on my first playthrough.
Nice.
Yeah, it is a wonderful quality of life update. And it makes sense too, because like, if it's a stage that has a right armor, why wouldn't you bring it into the boss fight?
Right?
You also noticed that you all right there?
Yeah, I accidentally went into the options screen.
Okay, yeah, I did catch that. I was like, that sounded like a something else.
No. But now we're on Gigabolt Man-O-War, and we get the ride bike. So another quality of life is auto scrollers are gone. So we can, in the PS2 version, this was just a huge bike stage where you had to just be behind. Oh, almost missed that heart thing. Where you had to be behind Man-O-War and just basically buzz for him with the bike. This PS4 controller is just not working with me today. There we go.
Well, one thing that I will say for anybody that wants to give this game a try is that if you are a bit more familiar with the PS1 style of Mega Man X gameplay, this might trip you up a bit. See, Alcin gave this the control scheme what I like to call the X2 and X3 effect. So it plays out more like a Super Nintendo game, but it has the extra buttons in mind for stuff like the Giga Attack, if you have access to that. And I would also say being able to map into the dash, and also the lovely right stick function to switch between weapons, which that right there we can owe a little bit of thanks to Mega Man 11 for.
Yeah, so when I selected my green spinner missile there, I did use my right stick to do so, just to make my weapon swapping a little quicker. Also, if you didn't know this was here, good luck finding it.
Yeah.
What?
That
Yeah.
Luckily, I did ask myself when I saw Zero do this at MagFast. I was curious to see how the game intended you to get this without the boots, and luckily they do have a way. It involves hitting a switch, which activates a bunch of ramps that you can use the Ride Chaser to get up to. So it's just a matter of can you get back up there with I'm stumbling already.
You're fine.
So we just got the laser, which is the buster we will use throughout this whole game. So the whole route we have planned out is to get the best stuff first and the not good stuff last. So Gigabolt Man-O-War here is going to be just a pain because he's going to dash around the screen, throw lightning. If I get him to his DM phase quick enough, which I did, I can prevent him from spawning his little minions.
Very nice.
Yeah. It is worth noting that with the speedrunning mod, one of the nice benefits to it is that RNG is kind of sort of kept static. Not entirely, though, because if... well, first off, you got to make sure you get the good RNG to it. And then, provided that you don't die unexpectedly, that will keep. So if we were to die to Man-War and had to try to fight him again, then it'd be a lottery ticket or something like that.
So now we're on Avalanchetti, which is another auto-scroller stage that has been fixed. I'm going to grab a bike right about halfway through the stage and grab the heart tank. We just also got the Thunder Dancer, which we're just going to use it for movement mostly. So when you charge it, you get 3 dashes across the screen. So basically, like I said, we're going for armor pieces and what we can use for movement first. And then we'll go... Oh, yep. X's head is now a missile.
Seems logical.
And now we're going to surf.
Missile surfing, the best kind of surfing. And keep in mind that what Zero is doing here is basically the same as what we saw in Man of War's stage, where it takes you to a warp point. And in this case, it brings you all the way to the other side of the stage, which completely skips out on the mini-boss, which is a auto-scroller.
Oh.
Yes. But, and you may be like, okay, why are you going back? I have to go back to get a sub-tank.
Yeah, there's
but
still
where this sub-tank is, it just confuses me to this day. It's under the stage.
Wait, huh?
And keep in mind, Asuka, it's not like Mega Man X2, where we don't have a helmet piece that lets us track where the hidden item is. We have to...
You just have to find it.
On our own. Yeah.
Also, bikes break doors.
Yes, and the ride armor, for that matter, which was how we were able to get it into Pandemonium's fight. It's a really cool aspect, though. Like, it also just saves time because it means you don't have to wait for the animation to complete and the room to scroll.
So now that we have laser and we have an enemy that's on the ground, you're going to see me shooting while the laser's going off. It's just going to deal damage. Basically, we don't want to use boss weakness because the iframes last longer.
Okay.
We will use it on some bosses that like to move around a lot, and you'll see it in the next stage that we will use a boss weakness. But basically, if they're static on the ground like that, we will laser them. If we have to chase them, we will more than likely use their weapon weakness to go ahead and get rid of them. And that's Yeti. Now we're moving on to the spicy chicken stage.
What?
Yes, it is a spicy chicken. You will see. So now here's where Thunder Dancer and our Drift Diamond is really going to shine. So like Mega Man X2, we now have a Shoryuken. But instead of the fire version, we have the ice version.
Okay.
So that's the power of the Thunder Dancer.
Yeah, it's and remember, or actually, I'm not even sure if he already mentioned it yet. You probably did, but one of the benefits of having the Buster parts for the Icarus armor is that we have unlimited charge shots.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good point. So with the Icarus armor, we have unlimited charge shots, but we pay for normal shots. When I get the Buster upgrade for Hermes later, it's reversed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the power of that Drift Diamond I just got.
Can he do it? Can you do it? Sure you can.
Oh no, not again.
Look.
This is my favorite movement tech in the game. It's just not even touching the platform and going up and around. Asuka, I don't know if you told this, but we are also a duo stand-up comedy act.
Here I was like, I didn't realize that I booked both Mega Man and Celeste in the same game.
It's one of those things you just don't ask questions, just enjoy.
You just enjoy.
So here's an auto scroller that you can beat, so I don't even count it. This is where you're really going to see that Drift Diamond Thunder Dancer combo come into play. So Allison did rework a lot of the weapons, as you can tell, if you play the original. So I'm going to get this sub-tank right here. I'm just going to dash over. So the spicy chicken will now make an appearance, and Oscar will get it.
Okay.
He's just mad because we interrupted him kicking a reactor. But yes, this is Burn Rooster.
I'm trying to remember that particular.
Chicken?
Yeah, he's a
It's
very
spicy
angry chicken. What was the name of that joke that Super Jamoose came up with for you again?
He's the angry chicken kicking a reactor.
That's the one.
So his DM, we're going to skip halfway through. So he's supposed to summon those fire pillars on both sides. I don't want that. Also, I didn't explain the boots because they're garbage. They take away my double jump, but when I slide, they give me invincibility.
Also, Chat has realized that you have been fighting the Pokemon Blaziken this whole time?
Yes, that is also a real thing. It's a spicy chicken, Dane. Also, another cool thing that Allison did is I can swap my armor in between levels.
Oh.
Yeah, that's actually one of the features that carries over from the original Mega Man X. The difference here, or rather X8, the difference is that, well, for one, the armor pieces were spread out a little differently because the way Gigabolt Man-O-War's stage was, you had no level to traverse. The whole point of it was to... It was a shmup. It was a shmup on rails. You had to shoot him enough times on your ride chaser. It was, as Hawkfoot one basically said at MagFast, it was very...
I'm going to try to do a glitch here where I can break out of this capsule, if it'll let me. Yep, there we go. Now we're going to get a weird animation, and I'm going to get the chest piece while I'm moving.
Nice.
Also, Fire Dash is a thing. Is a great thing.
I'm pretty sure that, and I mean, I'll have to ask Allison at some point or another, but I'm pretty sure the charge variant of Fire Dash was based off of the Azure Striker Gunvolt Bullet Dash from Copen's gameplay. If so, that is a very wonderful reference. And
Oscar, will you talk 100 miles per hour, please? Because Dane told us not to say the shmup.
I mean, or you could tune in on Thursday, watch Game Over on Hotfix, and you can hear Dane talk 100 miles an hour.
I will do that.
Uno reversal, Dane.
Hey, Zero, knock, knock.
No, I don't trust you.
That's a smart answer.
Falcon.
Also, missiles destroy spikes. So I can get this sub-tank without dying.
Nice.
It's also possible to destroy them using your Fire Dash. It's really cathartic to see Allison throw in that little quality of life overall. Just
so this
fantastic.
boss used to be in a big 3D room. Now it's in a 2D room, and I can just move back and forth with Drift Diamond. Okay, so you want to see the funny of Fire Dash?
Yeah.
Small, narrow hallway. Hold down right.
Oh, boy.
Enter the door backwards.
Yeah, but no. Again, just shout out to the Gunvolt community with that, what I assume is the Bullet Dash reference. Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
Also, this is Trilobite. We took a shell, and we're just going to stand in the same spot and mash. This is the hardest boss in the game.
You know, every time I look at this guy, I can't help but think of the original game's voice acting, and then the first thing that I like to say is, the minerals that we're mining!
So next, I hope you all like flowers, because we're going to fight Optic Sunflower next. So the way that this stage worked in the original PS2 is you had a bunch of mini stages you had to do, killing enemies, doing whatnot. That's just been summed up into 3 rooms. But if you triple S this stage, and it does have a ranking system, you get to fight the secret bosses. And if you S rank it, you get your item. But I'm going to show you that you can play lazily and still get your item.
By the way, isn't it a coincidence that we get to see Yang with Devil May Cry right after, and here we have a Devil May Cry ranking system right here?
Yep.
Look, I don't do smart things, but sometimes smart things happen accidentally.
So these doors here, you can just Thunder Dancer through them. So see, you don't even have to try.
I didn't even think about that for a second. Wait, what? How did I not notice that with your previous run?
I don't know. I have no answer.
Yeah, you know what? Nobody does. I'm an enigma, and so is my brain.
All right. So now we're going to get our sub-tank here. So I'm going to try not to die on this section, but this section is full of spikes. So hopefully we can do it just fine.
Yeah.
There we go. And Thunder Dancer through. We're through that part. Now I'm going to switch to my Drift Diamond, and I'm just going to do a little movement. So, like I said, basically we get the movement tech first, and then we get the rest of the stuff. So this Buster, instead of firing a laser, fires one shot out and two V-shaped arcing shots. We won't use it, but just for this boss. But this is one of those bosses that can teleport. So I won't be using the Buster. I'll just basically be firing missiles in his face.
By the way, chat, if you play this game, which by the way you should, it's absolutely free. If you notice that pit before the boss door, actually go down there. You'll thank me later for it. Ooh. And that's all I'm going to say.
Also, Optic Sunflower can also call the power of the sun. And by sun, I mean giant laser.
So basically, Dr. Octopus.
Sure.
Wait.
I see what you did there. Oscar, you can see it. I'm pointing at you.
I have never watched Spider-Man 2 in full. I can't say.
My heart is shattered. That's like my favorite superhero movie.
Well, I know what I got to do after today.
Another great reference is, if you like Metal Gear Solid, you'll like this stage.
Hey.
I won't be doing the entirety of the stage in the dark, though, sadly. I will be turning the lights on because the 100% category requires me to.
Yeah, it's a reference to something that if you play the game or this level rather, as Axel, then being able to use his copy shot and A-Trans ability to turn into Reploids that basically match his...
Okay, never seen that happen before.
Oh, that's never happened before. He said it right here, folks.
I got pushed into the floor.
What?
Wait a second. Huh?
What?
Never happened before a day in my life.
That's the infamous Dante button incident from X4, except different. I'm speechless right now.
I promised I wouldn't break things, and then I broke things.
GG breaking things.
Always break things.
Huzzah. Yeah, shout out to SC Weeb 1, by the way. Top runner of X4.
So, now the lights are on, and everybody's home. I'm going to grab this little health for safety here. So, the room coming up, if you don't have the lights on, good luck. But if you have the lights on, you'll notice that it's just bottomless, or just spikes everywhere.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So this is the Celeste portion that you were speaking of earlier.
Fair.
Okay, so this chest piece, the chest piece we have on now, prevents knockback. This one, if you get hit and you go into red health, you'll have a red health. And if you hit something with like your Buster or whatever, you'll get health back.
So think of it as like fighting game terms, red
like
health
Street Fighter
damage.
6. Yeah. You get gray health, you do combos, you get your health back.
Oh, that makes sense.
Now we're going to call the power of the sun.
I'm on board.
You know, Power of the Sun. Consider the fact that Mega Man has had a few crossovers with that Konami series called Boktai, and yeah, it kind of adds up.
So not only am I getting a laser from the sun, I'm also getting a barrier. If he hits me with a projectile, with Dark Mantis hits me with a projectile, I shoot a rainbow back.
Nice.
And that's
Also,
that.
Alston thought that he could be sneaky with that sound effect with the charge laser, but we all know that that's Genesis through and through.
Yeah. All right. So one more Maverick stage, and that's Gravity Antonian. But first, I have to change my chest piece to the good chest piece.
Yeah. This would actually be a good point to continue the previous point I mentioned about armor collection. In the original X8, one of the armor capsules, because of how obtuse the auto-scroller in Gigabolt Manowar stage was, happened to be located in the intro stage. You had to do a revisit there in order to get that. Even then, the system is basically the same, where it involved what was called the neutral armor. And the whole point of the Hermes and Icarus parts was you could mix and match within the original game. But the neutral armor was, for the first time you get a capsule, Dr. Light just gives you this whole basic suit and things just color up. Here, Allison took a bit more of a traditional approach where X's parts just mix and match, but you can still have base X showing through the cracks or...
Yeah. So now we have Vile again, but we have his weakness, which is the drift on. This is another one of those cases where the
Sprints look so cool in this remake. I'm blown away with every single one I see.
So we can just use the weak.
I told you would be. Again, it helps that Alston is both a phenomenal pixel artist as well as just a solid game dev maker. And by the way, I believe he encourages that if anyone would like to try and study up the engine that he used for Godot to potentially make a fan game of their own, go ahead. Something to those lines. If I'm not, if I.
So now we're getting the helmet upgrade that does damage when we jump.
Said especially do the last one.
It takes away my quick charge.
Now, Zero just collected the final part of the Icarus armor, and like within X8 Vanilla, what that does is he now has access to the Giga Attack. So if he presses the Giga Attack button, it will do a on-screen clear damage that deals a lot of pain to bosses and whatever is unfortunate enough to be on the screen at that time. If you have the full Icarus
now we can go to the boss.
You get what's called the X Drive, and that allows X to become invincible until the age runs out. So there's a bit of a catch-22 to if you want to play the game with full armor pieces or not. And it's just one of the nice things that I always loved about X8, so it's nice to see here as well. Unfortunately, there is no ultimate armor to be had, so yeah, not everything could be spared. And now comes Antonian, who likes to be a competitive Tetris player on his time.
Okay,
and will be
so we're just going to
blocks
jump
on
and
us.
shoot this boss with the power of the headpiece.
Would you say that those are his companion cubes?
Okay.
I was not expecting that at all. I was not expecting that at all, Asuka.
I do what I can.
She did a funny chat.
Okay. We beat that boss.
Okay. So continuing off of that, it looks like Zero might be just checking something behind the scenes. I think something's up with the
Potential audio.
potential audio.
Gotcha. Well, y'all can enjoy my pun there. We would Okay, look, I tried not to crash Discord with the puns, but I kind of crashed Discord with the puns. So we fixed the Discord. So we are back with Zero and continuing on with this wonderful run of Mega Man X8 16-bit. So Zero, take it away, and I promise not to break more technology.
It's okay. I blame the snow.
Not fair.
All right, so we're just going to get back into it. I'm going to do a menu. We'll start the timer. I'll do the menu, explain that, and then we'll go to the final 3 stages.
That works.
So 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so now I'm going to change my helmet back so I can have my quick charge back, and we're going to go to the Jacob Elevator. Jacob Elevator is the most weapon swap heavy stage because I will be switching between a lot of the movement stuff. It's basically thunder, ice, fire. This is where you're really going to see the fire shine. And I'm also doing this blind to climb up.
Oh.
Yeah, the reason for that being the elevator is what causes the camera to scroll, but we can go beyond that. So, yeah, just like that, we can go past it and eventually reach our way up here. I like to think of that as a, let's say, can't talk right now. Coincidental nod to a similar trick that we have going in X4. You can tell that I like X4 because I also happen to speedrun that game.
What?
Also, best song in the game.
Zero is also an X4 speedrunner, by the way, so it tracks. Don't worry, chat.
Yeah, I've run that game for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Way longer than me.
So coming up is my favorite fire section. It is the most cathartic fire section. And you will see it here in just a moment. Okay, I thought I was going to die again. I did not. All right, so here we go. Let me select my fire here, and yeah. The most cathartic fire ever.
Nice. Ooh, yeah.
See what I mean? It's like peeling the thing off your new cell phone. You gotta savor the peely.
Keep in mind, folks, this is yet another auto scroller turned into a proper level, and a beautiful one at that.
I love
Let
that.
me tell you, there was a demo version of the game that I'm not going to go into full detail yet, but let's just say that you could do all the 8 Mavericks and then supposedly go to the Jacob Elevator. It was much different.
Oh.
Also, File in space.
In space.
I'm
yeah,
glad
he has a DM this time.
I'm glad to see capitalism isn't here yet.
Not at all. Tim Curry would be pleased.
So yeah, this is probably the easiest Vile fight.
You say that, but oh man, he lays the hurt on you if you let him damage you.
Which I didn't. It's fine. Everything's fine. So now, this stage has a lot of explanation going on. This is Gateway. So you can actually skip Gateway by loading a beaten save file, then resetting your game, and where you would teleport in, the boss just spawns. We're not going to do that. This is the GDQ show. This is Hotfix. This is Express Lane. This is speedruns in under 60 minutes. So we're going to do the whole stage for you.
Yeah, there we go.
So if anyone has ever heard of the hack Mega Man Unlimited, this is a huge callback to that. So where you would go in and normally fight the boss is each section of the stage, with the end having a crystal. I want you to keep those crystals in mind. Also, in speedruns, Asuka, we typically break the rules a lot, right?
Always.
I'm going to show you how to break the rules in this stage.
I'm in.
I have my missile equipped. I'm just going to break this glass and go into each capsule. And you may be like, why would you do that? Well, I want them to make crystals. And you'll see why.
Also, actually, Zero, Mega Man Unlimited is a fan game, not a ROM hack.
Same thing. No, it's not. I've messed that up before. Also, one more good old missile ride for the homies.
Yeah.
Nice.
Here's where fire gets to shine some more.
I'm noticing you have a preferred element.
Yes.
Fire?
Yeah.
That's
Just a
because
hunch.
he always.
If I could do that in real life, grocery shopping would be a breeze.
I was going to say he loves killing things with fire, so.
I would have said you'd been like a barbecue master at that point.
Well, I mean, that's to be determined.
Yeah, fair.
All right, so this stage also has my favorite theme because it brings the vibes. Also, I'm definitely not doing this in the dark. I have died way too many times trying to be cool and do this in the dark.
No, that's fair.
We have one more. Oh, also, if I die, I have to redo all these.
Of course.
Okay, so we've done all 8. We have all 8 crystals. So let's show why we broke the rules.
Oh, this is going to be splendid.
Oh, boy.
Folks, I just alluded
Enjoy.
to something earlier. I mentioned how you can go to the Jacob elevator in the demo. What Alston made you do in the elevator was no level. Instead, you fought all of the 8 Mavericks at once. And this is what we're doing here.
And it's just laser spam.
What? This is perfect.
This is why this is the best fan game ever.
This is great.
And now Panda's going to try to get his revenge on me because I don't have a mech.
Oh my goodness.
One of the benefits to having the ride armor against Pandemonium was, the weakness, or rather the weak point, is his head. The rest of his body is armor. So trying to fight him one-on-one is a little bit easier said than done. Just a little.
Don't worry, that stage exit was intentional. I'm skipping the run back, so I have a full bar of health for the boss.
Yeah, because once you defeat all the 8 Mavericks, the self-destruct sequence starts to happen, which, funny that we just had Resident Evil, so, that's a common thread within all of tonight's games. Every single Capcom game being shown here at Express Lane has a self-destruct sequence.
Yeah, that tracks.
It wasn't planned. I don't think.
Wasn't,
No.
but it's explosively glorious.
Nice. That requires like 2 functional brain cells in my skull, and that's like asking for too many.
You want to borrow one of mine? They work.
Well, no, because my dogs steal mine.
Oh, my dog steals mine too.
Yeah.
And that's copy Sigma. That Sigma was a copy. So the whole story of this game is in the beginning. You saw that pod that was on fire. That housed Lumine. Lumine is supposedly a good guy, and all these Sigmas we're seeing are copies because of Axel being a copy Reploid. It's new technology from X7. So now we're going to go to Sigma's castle in space, upside down space.
I'm gonna say the thing. I'm just gonna say the thing. All right. Look. If y'all watch Shoujo's Supersonic Run Saves the World thing from SGDQ 2024. If ever y'all remember Daddy's Castle, this is basically that, because Sigma in this game is a literal father. I'm not even joking. Zero was talking about the story earlier. It's unfortunate that we got to skip all the dialogue with the speedrun mod, but hear me out. It is explained in the pre-Sigma dialogue in this game, and the original for that matter, that all of the copy, or rather new generation Reploids, they're basically like Sigma's children. So, look, it's a weird thing to call back to, but it makes sense in this case, all right? And I am not regretting that one bit.
That's one of those you just
Also,
don't ask questions.
So that was just Vile with a ride armor. Not really much to explain. So now we're heading towards Sigma. I am going to be grabbing some health along the way for safety. No, I'm not. I'm just going to subtech.
Hey,
I have 4 of them.
that's
So
fair.
now we're really going to see me move with more of my favorite element.
Wait, which one was that again? I
Fire.
forgot. Oh, yeah.
Fire.
Fire!
One more fire down the really long hallway.
Yeah, we'll go for the very old meme joke here. With how much of a fire starter you are, I think you're the prodigy.
I am. Also, I'm just going to ride right past Sigma with my missile.
Nice.
So this is Hell Sigma,
Ooh,
and we're going to call the power of the sun.
That is a cool sprite.
Oh yeah, no,
They're all
like,
cool, but that's just super cool.
Oh, you haven't seen nothing. Wait till you see what's after this.
Oh, I'm excited.
But let me tell you, Asuka, you are right to assume that because he did look like this in the original game. But I know Hawkfoot agrees with me on this one. He didn't have as much oomph into his animation, but this was the cure he needed, and it is beautiful.
Love it.
All right, so final boss time. It's a 2-parter. This is Luminate. This is the Reploid that we saved at the beginning of the game. Turns out they're the villain. So remember those 8 crystals that I collected? Luminate stole them and can now turn into all 8 Mavericks.
Oh, of course.
Now, in the original game, he didn't transform into them, but he still gained access to all their desperation moves. And
Yeah.
also, we should mention that in X8 16-bit, there is a way to stun Mavericks with their weaknesses. However, this is done using the charge shot variants. So if you...
Oh no. Okay. So the bad thing that can happen there is that the sunflower weapon will lock onto the closest thing to it. It just happened. I was in a bad spot and it locked onto a snowflake.
Whew.
That's why I'm at 1 HP now.
Gotcha.
Also, time for the final boss. This is Seraph Lumine, who has the best sprite in the game.
And also, where have I seen that background before?
Let's say Kefka's calling.
He's dancing mad.
Stop clowning around and fight this final boss. Also, I see what you mean about that sprite. That's clean.
Asuka, don't be a son of a submariner.
By the way, folks, time will be on the final hit for this boss.
Did boss collect all Chaos Emeralds? Yes.
You know, I never thought of it that way. So the weakness here is the charged squeeze bomb, which weapon has the best name in the game. Second phase, he's going to turn the room dark, and he's going to teleport around. And
Paradise Lost.
Jeez.
Thank you. 41 ain't bad. PB
Also,
is 4009, so.
Very nicely done.
Yep, that's Mega Man X8 in the 16-bit format.
That is such a cool version. Like, you said it's free?
It is 100% free.
Oh, nice. And what were you about to say before I accidentally cut you off there?
Oh, so the ending, if you remember the ending of Mega Man 7 where Mega Man couldn't shoot Wily, we can shoot Lumine. So Lumine's gone.
All right.
To be fair.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, in this version, he says, just get it over with. End the pain. In the original game, he does a little know you to poor Axel, and we were left on a cliffhanger. This one is a lot more straightforward. And now we do not have to worry.
This is what I consider canon.
And I wouldn't blame you for it. But man, one day, if we ever get a Mega Man X9, Capcom better remember where they left off.
Yep. So, yeah, thank you to Express Lane for hosting this amazing run.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, like take as much time as you need, both of you, to shout out. Who are you?
Well,
where can they find you? What are you playing?
I'm
Talk more about this.
I'm Zero Blade Edge. I am a Mega Man X and RPG speedrunner. I speedrun Mega Man X 1 through 8 and Command Mission. I do speedrun RPGs such as Crisis Core Remake, Parasite Eve, and Kingdom Hearts. I'm currently working my way to Mega Man X4 X low percent. So if you'd like to see more Mega Man content and RPGs, feel free to hit the follow button.
Ooh, nice. And then...
But yeah, this was awesome.
Yeah, I agree. And actually, heck, Tempest. Same thing.
Oh. Goodness, Asuka. It has been a while since I've done a live stream or a speed run for that matter. I will admit I have been trying to put my foot in the door with voice acting as of lately, but I do plan on making a bit of a comeback very soon. If you want to follow me, I'm Tempest Mask 1000 on Twitch and Twitter. Excuse me, not Twitter, YouTube. But I will try to post updates on my Blue Sky at Tempest Mask, and it's Tempest Steve for my Twitter. I do also want to give a shout out to the original voice English voice cast of the original X8, because they were some of my favorite voice actors from the Mega Man X games. And also shout out to Kamikaze Duga, the CG animators of some of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure intro sequences. They worked on the original CG cutscenes of X8. And I just learned that recently, but it is the most awesome thing ever. So that's a win for anime in my book.
Yeah, and huge shout out to Alison DePaz for working on this game solo. I forgot to mention that this was a solo development. The only thing that they got help on was the translations, I think, for Spanish and Brazilian for this game. So,
oh wow, and yeah, one more time, just give everyone like a heads up. Where can they, if they want to find this version of the game, where can they go? Because this is fantastic.
I believe that it's on the Sage website. Let me look real quick.
We should quickly give a shout out though to Techi and my good friend and fellow Extreme 2 speedrunner Rose Zorn for creating the speedrun mod. And if we can figure out where we can find that, we'll be sure to share it on media for y'all.
Yeah, so if you just go to the Sonic Fan Games HQ page, sonicfangameshq.com, just search up Mega Man X8 16-bit. It's there. And it's totally free, like we said. So I hope everybody plays this and enjoys it. And I hope to see people speedrunning it, because it is a very easy speedrun to learn, hard to master, I would say. But it's worth the effort to learn it. And you get to dash around with fire. I mean, you can't ask for much more.
Agreed. Again, oh, wow. I think the words are failing me, like they were a little wonky earlier. Did you mention any upcoming speedrunning projects you're looking at, or are there any other demakes of three-dimensional?
The only demakes right now that I'm aware of is Mega Man 8. There's a Mega Man 8 demake from years ago that I've seen people play. I have not personally played it. But there is a lot of Mega Man fan games out there. There's this one. There's Mega Man Unlimited. There's the Mega Man 8 remake from the PS1 era. There are, so many fan games and hacks. Just to, it would take somebody a long, long time, probably years, to get through them all. That's just how big and awesome that the community is. And there's also, like we said, this was made in Godot. So it's a open source engine. So there's already been mods made of this. There's mods. There's mods to include Axel and Zero. Yeah, there's Mega Man 2 Atari remake. So Mega Man 2 on NES got an Atari version. But there's a mod for this that include Axel and Zero as playable characters. I think Zero's still a work in progress. And then there's another mod where it includes a complete rework of all of the armor. And it includes an Ultimate Armor. So Ultimate Armor basically it turns a 40-minute run into a 25 to 30-minute run. because you have like instead of just 1 or 2 air dashes, you have 3 in the air. Your bust you have access to quick charge right away, so you can just charge the buster and fire 2 or 3 full charge shots, and they just follow you on the screen, and you can just stay behind them and completely wipe the entire screen on your way. So yeah, this game has already had mods aplenty made for it, and probably more to come because it's in an open source engine.
So cool. I love that. But yeah, any other last minute things that are shout outs that you want or plugs you want to do?
We will say this much. If you would like to learn alongside a name within the X speedrunning community, we would like to point you to megamanrtaleaderboards.com, where you can find an About tab, and it'll have all of the Discord communities for the different subseries of Mega Man speedrunning. And it is a very, very welcoming community. Shout out to all the names, some of whom were people that were credited in special thanks for this demake. Just big kudos to the community, and including but not limited to our good pal LV Creed, who was in chat today, one of our biggest supporters yet.
I'd also like to quickly shout out there in the chat, Matt, Megan, Alex, everybody else from my IRL friend group who actually stayed up way later because it's 12:14 where they are right now. Oh, no. And most of them have to work tomorrow. And I really just wanted to say thank you for staying up late and watching. They actually were, Matt actually, real quick, he set up the very first speedrun marathon that I traveled to in his basement, where I did my first live speedrun of X4 in a marathon setting. So, and that was like 12 years ago.
That's amazing.
So we've been best friends ever since. His wife's also watching. Alex is watching. You know, I met all of them through Twitch and gaming. So I love you all. Thank you all so much. I just wanted to shout you all out.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. And again, everybody, GG's one more time to Zero and Tempest for a fantastic showing of Mega Man X8 16-bit. That was a super cool demake, and all of you should absolutely check that out. But as a quick reminder, which you might want to do, because I've seen this asked a few times in chat throughout the show about what the schedule is. Well, you should be heading to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix on a different tab, mind you, if you want to check out this season's schedule, and you can check out the schedule for an in-depth look of this week's runs, upcoming runs, specials, and so on and so forth. But we are going to take one more. Hello, friends, and welcome to the final run of tonight's Capcom-themed episode of Express Lane. And we are just going to get started with one of actually my favorite franchises, which is Devil May Cry, and it is the very first, the OG Devil May Cry. We are doing any % Dante normal with a Yang. So Yang, welcome and take it away.
Hello, I'm Yang, out with a Yang, but just call me Yang, please. I'm here with Fiery, and I'm going to be running Devil May Cry normal any % tonight, which has a lot of routing changes since it was last brought to this channel. It's going to be probably kind of hard. It's very possible that I might die in this run now. But Fiery, would you like to say anything before we start?
I mean, I don't think Yang's gonna die, but it is true. We have had a lot of routing changes since it was last at GDQ. Like the last 2 years alone, we've had a lot. In the last year, we've had insane amount of strats come out.
Oh yeah.
And we're still adding some new stuff, like even the last month.
Yeah, even within the last week, there's some things I couldn't really add because I was too busy just de-rusting in general.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we'll go ahead and get started. I'll give the 3, 2, 1 time, and we'll go. All right. So 3, 2, 1, go. Devil May Cry.
Good luck.
Yep, thank you. So we start off. We're going to do a little bit of rolls here. Rolling is faster than jumping. unless you're jumping uphill. They're also really awkward though, and pretty much everything is faster than running, so we do that as little as we can. We probably won't talk about the actual plot too much, because there's not a whole lot of plot in this game. Just a nice atmospheric game through a mansion full of zombies. I mean demons.
I always thought the plot of every Devil May Cry game was Dante gets stabbed by his sword, personally, so...
That's actually an accurate description.
Oh. There we go. So, first thing we do is we need to pay to open this door, which is why we jump on the lance to get the money, because that's, of course, where you keep the money. Alternatively, we could have spent like 2 minutes running around the room collecting money, but that's a lot slower. It's kind of the low-key movement tutorial, but luckily they built in a bypass for people who know what they're doing. Coming up here, getting this key from a very suspicious-looking puppet, but he looks friendly, just chilling.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, something you learn when you start speedrunning this game is capitalism is everything.
True.
Your money is literally everything in the game.
The entire speedrun for this game is built around the orb route. So we're really going to be trying to nail a lot of S ranks in the early game. That's kind of where a lot of the time save in mid-game is built around us getting a really solid foundation in the early game. And we come down here. This is what we call the puppet gacha, the puppet lottery. Because puppets, they have a lot of RNG to them. Okay, good enough. Every color of puppet has its own individual range of health that it can have. So like...
Yeah, we got a red in the basement here, so it's not great RNG.
Double reds.
2 reds.
So like reds, I believe, can have anywhere from 700 to 1500 HP. So that's quite extreme. Actually, I think it's 800 to 1600. Something close to that. So when your enemies can just randomly have twice the health on some runs, it becomes quite a reset point. Not to mention the color of puppets that you get will also be random.
Yeah, so typically like the best RNG is like the really light blue, and then it goes kind of like teal to green, and then purple, then red. That's like the order from best RNG to worst RNG. Sometimes you can get a red with like lower health than a blue, which is pretty rare, but it does happen sometimes.
And I did take a swipe of damage there, but it's fine because we got enough orbs to cover the deficit. This mission, however, it's absolutely critical that we do not take damage. We cannot S-rank this mission if we take any damage at all. And these first 2 missions, if we want to buy our movement tech on mission 3, we really need the S-rank. Here, unfortunately, we are going to skip the part where Dante gets stabbed by his own sword. I know, I can hear Asuka's disappointment.
There goes my script for the run, all right.
My lore!
Hopefully we get puppets. We did not get the puppet spawn. We're hoping to get puppets so that we can get a time off, but nope. Bad spawns both times. It's fine. We can...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. We can do a little time here for the backup.
It's a bit of new tech that's been added, just to make mission 2 a little bit more consistent, because the scissors in this room are pretty hardcore RNG on whether they block or not. So we take a little bit of time loss to taunt and get some DT, and we use our double trigger to helm break through the scissors, which makes it so they pretty much can never block you. And it just makes it much faster. It does lose us time because we have to taunt to get our DT back afterwards, but I believe Yang is doing the shotgun route, which you lose a little bit of time to get the shotgun, but then it makes you don't have to lose more time to get your DT back afterwards, and then we just use the shotgun on the skulls in mission 3.
Yeah, it's quite a choose your own strat at this point. You can do shotgun, you cannot do shotgun. It's like down to the second comparable in time almost. In theory, no shotgun is faster by a couple seconds if everything goes right, but also shotgun is just a lot more consistent. So for a run like this, I'm choosing for the shotgun. Here, you can break out your DAWs in chat if you'd like. This is our fastest form of movement that does not include double trigger. So we'll be doing this at every opportunity from now on. You'll be hearing that for the next...
It's a hidden... I'm sorry. It's the hidden track in the Devil May Cry soundtrack.
True. And now, after this, we'll be going into our Phantom fight. And I'm a little worried about that. Because it's very crucial. Like, we're really looking for a certain RNG opening. And,
yeah, this is another mission you have to no damage as well. Unfortunately, like, the next, like, few missions, you have to, pretty much the first, like, 5 missions, almost 7, you have to no damage. You kind of have to no damage, like, over half the game. Okay, we got really good RNG there.
Nice.
okay.
So, okay.
So in all of my D-Rust runs, I've never gotten a single turn, like, in any of them. So I was so sure he was going to give it to me now. So, but that was nice. He gave us the no turn, which is exactly what we wanted to see. You can also do a slow turn, which is coverable, but a little bit slow. And if he does a quick turn, the fight just becomes a scrap. It's just complete RNG. And you're bound to lose like 10 seconds at the very least. Maybe even get hit. But yeah, you saw Owing, we were kind of quick in the menu, but you might have seen that we got 2,000 extra orbs at the end of the mission there. That was our special bonus, which is basically the SS version of a rank in this mission. You see there, that's our critical skewer kill on the cat. It's a nice, let's say 80-ish% consistency with that setup. He doesn't always do the skewer, but it's a very nice setup that we've found. I think Waifu or maybe Flen found that one.
I believe Waifu found M4 and Flen found M5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very nice. It makes M4 faster like 90% of the time that we run it now, which is very nice, instead of just the RNG meme of shooting the cat and hoping that it dies fast. Although we have also discovered a new Alistar strat for it, but it's a little bit unsafe because you can't take damage unless you get insane RNG, and you won't take damage doing it.
Yeah, see the cats, it's nice doing the skewer kill because kind of like the puppets, they just have random amounts of health and you can shoot them, you can lose like almost a minute if you just keep shooting them.
I love the casual cat conversation as you just absolutely wrecked Nello Angelo. Like, that was just so impressive.
I mean,
I think we're so used to giving Virgil a bath at this point that we kind of just we just go past that. But yeah, so for Nilo Angelo, we kind of just do 8 DT slashes and then a holy water, and on normal that's all it takes to kill him. Nice. You gotta time your DT slashes a little bit so he doesn't block them, so you can kill him as fast as possible. But it's pretty easy.
Yeah, normally he has like a little phase 2 and a phase 3 where he warps around the arena. But if you just bring him right to the brink of his phase 2 and then holy water him, you can skip those 2 phases. It's really nice.
And as you can see, we got another special bonus for mission 5 for doing it no damage. Very important. It allows us to get Vortex 2 at the start of mission 6. That's a new really big route change since last time it was on GDQ. It saves a lot of time getting Vortex 2 early like this. Compared to last time, I think it was probably around mission 12 or something. So we have Vortex for like 6 more missions.
Okay.
Yeah.
which is our fastest movement option in the entire game.
But it consumes a lot of double triggers, so we're pretty selective about where we use it.
Yeah.
So when you said you had it for another 6 more missions, what happens after that? Do you have to go back to Stinger, or do you?
I mean, we just alternate. We work it in when and where we can. So we get Vortex early now, but at the cost of getting Air Hike, which we just no longer get in this run.
Oh.
Yeah, because double jumping in midair is cringe, and you gotta wall jump like a real Demon Slayer.
It does make the game a lot harder. Like all of these route changes we've made, they in theory save time if you are very good at them. Otherwise, they will be losing you a lot of time.
That's one thing I've noticed that starting to pick up DMC3 Heaven or Hell. It's
ooh, nice.
The movement. When y'all do it, it looks super clean, but I didn't realize just how clean it has to be to not like lose seconds here and there. It's really impressive.
Okay. Yeah, it took a hit.
Yeah, DMC3's movement is pretty rough for a lot of reasons. I'm still learning it. But so something we do, so as you guys can tell, we vortex through the giant bug room. That's something that's super nice in Mission 6 now. And then right there, Yang vortexed to the Phantom in the hallway, used all their DT, and then hit back the fireball into Phantom to get their DT back so they could vortex to the sides. Unfortunately, one of the sides kind of trolled a little bit, and then one of the sides fell down on Yang, so they're not going to get the S rank, but still pretty good Mission 7.
Yeah, pretty good, but it's a shame. That was kind of my fault. I vortexed a little too wide. I think if I'd vortexed closer to the wall, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. And since Yang got an A rank, I believe they need to grab a Holy Water and M9 now.
Yeah.
So right now we're on our second Phantom fight. We have a pretty consistent setup for. So we used to use Air Hike on here, but with good movement, you can just jump on Phantom's butt and just get all the helm breaks you need.
Yep, it's definitely harder, but it's not that much harder. Not as hard as you would think. The hardest part is when the camera decides to go into Phantom like it did there, but we just got kind of lucky.
But if you're as good as Yang is, it doesn't matter. You hit it every time.
You do enough DMD, you get used to just critting Phantom. Especially when you're really bad at DMD and can't ever afford Air Hike. It's the best training at the game, is just be bad at it.
That's why I'm so good at no Air Hike, because I'm the biggest proprietor of no Air Hike, because I'm bad at the game.
I feel very seen and personally attacked, and I love it, because, yeah.
So this is another mission that's very different now because of no Air Hike. We used to do like this quick grab on the Ifrit, but now because we don't have Air Hike and because we have Vortex, it's actually a little bit faster to just Vortex through this room, and instead of having DT in this room, we just get it the low percent way. We can still kind of skip this puzzle. I'm gonna focus just really quick. Steady.
Yeah, so you jump off the wall to jump on the last platform to jump up there now, instead of using Air Hike and then Air Raid and all that.
Yeah, you do not want to do the entire puzzle.
Yeah.
That's just...
It is...
Yeah. We don't want to do that.
It's pretty risky, but with enough practice, it's not too bad. But if you do fall down from that jump, it feels really bad. Oof. So you're not supposed to take damage on this mission, and unfortunately we have. It's not the worst. It's about 800 orbs, I think. 800 or 700 orbs gone.
Come on.
So
get the Air Hike. Wall hike. Yeah.
We wall hike off the tree to get that holy water. There's a few different ways to get that. The wall hike off the tree is not a bad one.
That is unfortunate. It's not that bad. I'll just have to do an extra menu on, I guess 12.
Maybe not be able to do untouchable on M17.
I know it'll be fine. I'll just pick up probably another holy water somewhere else. Because I am already picking up a double star just to be extra safe. Yeah, there's our A rank.
So, got an A rank. So, kind of like how I said at the beginning, how capitalism is God, and you know your money routing is very important. Unfortunately, in this game, if you miss one rank, it heavily affects your entire route and how you play the rest of the run. That is one very difficult thing about it, but this is also a new strat of what we do with Vortex. You Vortex at the very beginning of M10 right into the fetish. We unfortunately got some bad RNG here.
Okay, I'm just here ready. God damn it.
We unfortunately got some pretty bad RNG here on the size. We're just going to Vortex to the end. We're getting that marathon luck right now.
Yeah.
It happens.
That scythe will normally stay in place. It's one of those things that's like 80% consistent, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. And
yeah, so normally we would deal the first scythe, and then humbreak the second one, and then kill the third one with our Vortex, and in the same Vortex all the way to the end. But we got really bad RNG, so the scythe was moving, and you can't yell it, and then it went behind the mountain, and then so did the second one, and it's just bad.
So then one thing we haven't really talked about is as you go through the game, ranks become more impactful. Like you get 800 for an S rank at the beginning, but now an S rank is worth 1500, so losing that S rank is like even worse now, really.
Yep. The beginning of that room was also a new vortex. Instead of jumping over that blade and then running and trying to slash the wall right here, we just vortex over the blade, vortex in the wall to break it. And then on our way back, we vortex past the Sinside. Death Size. I don't remember where that is.
Yeah, I always like say the wrong one too by accident. Here, the Nello fight is easy. The hard part comes after the Nello fight. We have to do the hardest jump in the game.
It's not that hard.
It's still the hardest jump in the game. We have to wall hike off this pillar. Okay. See, I made it look easy because I'm just so good.
It's easy.
The hitbox on that pillar it's not what you expect. It's so much harder to get.
It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's definitely a very tough jump, and you can very easily miss it like 5 times in a row.
Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna buy the extra holy water here. We're not gonna forget that.
But yeah, so this time for Nilo Angelo, he's a lot easier. You just hit him 2 or 3 times. I think it's 3 times, and you give him a bath.
It's 3
twice.
It's 3 times. You can do 2 if you're in DT, which was the old strat, but now we just use our DT for pure movement. Okay.
Yeah, we're making sure that armor is nice and shiny. We're really cleaning it up.
I got a comment in chat. Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh, just the miss menu there. I was just remarking on it. It's fine. What were you saying?
And someone in chat said, "Speedrunner, I make this look easy." Me, that did not in fact look easy.
Well, I've had a lot of practice. Maybe not with all of the new route stuff, but luckily some of the movement is still the same. So I can still use my experience in that.
Here's another boss. We give a bath. We make sure our Kentucky Fried Chicken is nice and boiled.
But we just covered them in water. Wouldn't it be soggy?
Well, you gotta boil the water. You know.
That's
boil
true.
The water. Okay. That still sounds like it gets soggy to me.
Look, I don't know what kind of chicken you're eating.
really not soggy chicken.
Overbaked hospital chicken. That's my most popular chicken.
I don't really eat chicken that much, so I can't really say anything. But yeah, so Griffin, we do 2 Devil Trigger grenade launcher shots, and then we try and stinger him at the right point, right when he's really close to the ship, so the hitbox is hit by the stinger, and then we holy water. Unfortunately, the timing was a little bit off, so we got flown up in the air, but it's not really that much of a time loss if that happens.
It's more like a morality loss than a real time loss, but I could have done that without being lifted.
And the Death Scythe we killed with the holy water. Normally you can't kill them in one holy water. On that Death Scythe, you have to wait for his head to be at a certain spot in the wall, and you can get a double hit with the holy water. So it basically hits twice, and then it kills them in one holy water. It's like, it sounds really difficult, but there's like multiple frames where it can work. Multiple frames it can work, multiple frames it can't work. So it's a little bit forgiving. And once you've done it enough, like once you've got enough practice, like most things, it's pretty easy. I believe you could even pause buffer that one.
You can.
To make it easier on yourself.
You don't want to do that when we're RTA running, so.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna. Yeah, you always get that sound effect when you get the death scythe here.
Yeah, you'll hear a little whoosh in your ears.
Yep.
If it's spawning here.
So some rooms.
Oh, nice dodge.
Some rooms have just random possibilities in their enemy layouts. So we alternatively could have gotten blades or shadows there. We got the death scythe, which is generally the worst one, but it was still fine. It's only bad if you get hit. I was very safe. 111. Okay.
Oh yeah, these last like 4 missions we just did are also all no-hit missions. But we got them done, so there's nothing to worry about.
Okay, here I picked up this item a couple missions ago. It's an untouchable. It makes us completely immune to damage and gives us unlimited double trigger for 20 seconds. And the whole immune to damage part does not actually come into play. We use these strictly for movement. So this very double trigger intensive vortex, we can just spam it endlessly, which is quite nice. It comes at a very heavy cost to our rank though. I think it's like minus 500 points to our rank, maybe at minus 1,000 actually. It's significant.
Yeah, it's a lot, and it usually gives you a C rank.
Yeah.
So right now we're coming up on our Popeyes fight.
Are you a Popeyes or KFC?
Big Chicken came back from.
Are you a Popeyes or KFC guy?
Neither. I don't really eat either, to be honest. I had like Popeyes once, and it was honestly a horrible experience. And I've never had KFC.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really like either, but I would definitely choose Popeyes.
I think we'd go there enough, considering how much we've run this game, to be honest.
True. Then again, there's not a whole lot left of Griffin after Mundus de-renders him, so.
Yeah. Mundus is also not a fan of KFC or Popeyes. But right there, we holy water once at the very beginning of the fight. Then we time 2 really good Devil Trigger grenade launcher shots, so we can get Griffin to fall down and not go to another phase and then lose a bunch of time and need another GL shot. And then we just give him another bath. We like giving our enemies in this game baths. We like to make sure they're all clean, looking spotless, looking fresh.
Yeah, so like the hardest thing about the Griffin is like it's not very intuitive, but he has so many iframes when he transitions phases I think that really throws off a lot of like new players. They think they're like missing him or something. No, he just has iframes. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
He also has like a...
Yeah, he's like invincible just for most of the fight when he's flying.
He also has this huge HP gate, but it's for his second phase that you just can't damage him past, so...
Ooh.
Yeah, I was too busy yapping. I wasn't ready to do the thing.
It's okay. So that's a new strat since we have more vortex. Since we have early vortex, or that has nothing to do with vortex. It's a new strat. Since we have more money, we use a devil star at the end of the bridge sequence from vortexing, so we can get more DT to vortex to the door to get into the castle, and then we jump on top of the horse. Launch over the dial, then we vortex the dial to kill it very quickly, and then go back in the Devil Trigger and we kill the plasma with 1 or 2 DT GL shots, and that kills them in like just 2 shots instead of what we were originally doing. And it's very fast, very good use of Devil Trigger. Good use of movement. And this is the new Nightmare 1 cycle.
Yeah, which...
I was yapping a little bit much.
Yeah, thank God I got that. I'm really worried there.
Yeah. So, we used to have to use holy water on Nightmares. Now...
Thanks to Chris Link.
We don't. Yeah, thanks to the god Chris Link, we can beat Nightmare in 1 cycle just using Alistair and the grenade launcher.
That is wild.
It's pretty tight timing, and it's very easy to screw up. But it's just nonstop GL high time helm break, GL high time helm break, GL high time helm break, and you just do that till you beat them. You have to change your left stick controls a little bit depending on where Nightmare turns. If it turns like to the right, you're gonna have to hold a different back. Like you're gonna have to hold backwards, but in a different angle to be backwards from where Dante's facing, so you can get the high time off. But it is also faster than using our Ifrit 1 cycle with the 1 holy water. We also 1 holy water the I forgot their name, the Frosts.
Yeah, we used to double holy water them. Now we do a couple of cheeky, like semi-charged punches. It's still pretty hard. Like, I missed it a little bit there. It's probably a bit more for you with practice. Oh, I just yapping away.
Took a little bit of a dragon fireball. That's what the game calls it. It's a dragon. I still believe that's cope and,
Oh, almost forgot.
I just think it's fake news, but apparently that's a dragon and not a T-Rex, you know? So a new strat that I actually came up with is using the Untouchable here between the 2nd and 3rd fireball from the dragon. It's pretty important for no air hike now, but it's also faster than using just air hike because it allows us to have DT throughout this entire room, so we don't have to taunt at the very end of the last room to get our DT back. We can vortex through pretty much this entire room to get to the. It's okay.
No, it's not. It's over. It's over. It's all over.
No, you're good. No, you're good. You're good. I think as long as you don't mess up movement, you might be fine. But yeah, it allows us to vortex through the entire room, and then okay, no, yeah, it's over. It allows us to vortex through the entire room, and as long as you don't screw up movement too badly, you're not gonna have to taunt again to get your DT back for the Nilo fight. So it's just very fast, very convenient, and it allows us to use another Untouchable, which we end up buying, because with no air hike, we end up having the money for it.
Okay.
We got some crazy RNG from Nilo there.
From our brother. He doesn't want to just go down easy.
Of course
he does anyway.
He's sick of us giving him baths. He said, I got the helmet off, don't mess with my hair.
See, kind of luckily, because we use that Untouchable there, our rank is already going to be a C. So me taking that damage didn't really matter outside of the time loss. So, silver lining.
Yeah, we also 2 holy water Nilo 3 now instead of 3 holy watering him. We used to 3 holy water him. Now we do 1 or 2 double trigger GL shots and then like a stinger. Sometimes you get bad RNG, you have to slash him up a bit.
It's always 2 grenade launchers, and then you need to do 4 slashes on him. But it depends on what his RNG reaction is.
Yeah, he has like 3 or 4 different patterns that could happen.
Normally it's only 2, but he kind of didn't stinger straight for us. He decided to just swerve around us, which is very weird.
Yeah, I have not seen that yet.
Yeah, that was my first time too, but also I haven't been using the strat very much. So
yeah, so here's the scariest part of the run, in my opinion, coming up right now. Definitely give your energy to Yang. You know, put your hands up.
Yeah.
Get that energy for Yang for the spirit bomb.
This is definitely the hardest fight in the run. If it goes well, it looks easy, but that goes for a lot of speedrun stuff, so.
Yeah, this is another 1 cycle for Nightmare. This one's much harder and has way less frames to do it. But it does give us an S rank because we're doing no holy water, and it is very fast and it feels very good. So definitely give your yin to yang.
Oh, that one was undercharged. Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah, it's alright.
Not the worst. If you miss it, it is a bit of a time loss. It's not terrible. But basically you have to...
Yeah, so it doesn't really have different combos like Alistair does. Its gimmick is that you can charge each punch. And normally if you just charge the punch, once it's fully charged, it'll like automatically release. But if you manually release it during certain frames, like certain windowed frames, it will do even more damage. And that's kind of what we were going for there. We were trying to get the punches off within that specific... those specific frames, but I undercharged one of them, which bad vortex. That just cost us the cycle, which isn't that bad if you know how to recover it.
That still was super impressive to watch, though. Straight up.
Yeah, it's a lot more impressive when you get it, though.
No fair.
Yeah, that shred is it's really. I still have yet to even be able to accomplish doing that strat correctly. That's legit the only strat I've not been able to do yet.
It was a little awkward. My bad vortex. I didn't have DT. Hands off.
Oh no.
That's fine.
Oh no.
It's fine.
So normally we're supposed to not take damage on this mission, and now we 1 holy water the nobodies, but you're supposed to come into the fight with Devil Trigger, which unfortunately Yang did not.
Door now.
Yang is malding and balding.
No, okay, truly. I've also been up for like 20 hours now, so
oh jeez,
I can have a little bit of an excuse. It's fine. I just won't buy my holy waters here. I'll just buy them on 23. I should more than make up for it.
Yeah, you just need 1 holy water here.
Yeah, I should already have it. I'm gonna double check now. I'm paranoid. Yep.
But yeah, so we do 1 holy water on the nobodies. Usually it's just 2 DTGL shots and then your holy water, and they're all dead pretty much. But we came into the fight without DT, which makes it pretty awkward and really annoying. It was a lot of time. We're coming up on Nightmare 3.
This is the hardest one because it's a lot more RNG than the others. Like if you mess up the first 2, it's kind of just a skill issue. If you mess up this one, it's normally because you get like unlucky staggers.
Yeah, it's usually because you get screwed. There's like multiple different ways you get screwed. But we're basically doing it the same way we did the first one, but on the back core. And we got a really good fight. That's nice.
And now
that's how we deal with it.
He will not target the wheel. Okay, bro. Okay, he didn't go to the ceiling. It's fine.
Okay,
that's all we were worried about.
If Nightmare gets close enough to you on the second phase, he goes to the ceiling and absolutely memes on you.
Okay.
But yeah, that fight could go very wrong because when you do it on the back core, when you do the Alistar one cycle on the back core, you can get staggered way more easier and just get screwed, and it's a pretty tight timing, so you just get staggered and then you just gotta do another cycle of the fight. Or you can get memed on and Dante can Helmbreaker the top like little shield of the core and then get parried off of it and do a backflip, and then he's gonna get stunned by some lasers, and it's a horror.
Gosh. That got a little away from me again too. Just having bad movement. So this new route we keep talking about, it really is not that much harder in early game. It all kind of comes from 16 through 20 really is where it gets really hard.
I'd say this is a little bit. I don't think this strat's a little harder.
Yeah.
We have another new strat for nobodies here. Normally, in the old route, we would do 3 air raids, and then we would just GL Stinger for ages till they die.
Yeah,
but we've kind of learned that
that's what I'm doing now.
4 DTGLs will kill the nobodies. I think Yang got the first nobody pretty fast, pretty quick. They got 2 DTGLs on it.
Yeah, I did, but then the ending was a little bit scuffed.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it.
And we took damage. Oh, well, we got all the orbs, right?
Yeah, we're fine with an A rank. We only need like 70, 100 or something. I'm gonna wait for him to fire that just so I don't get knocked out of the air. That would be a major meme.
Yeah, we're definitely getting some hardcore marathon lag right now.
It's fine. We got the Nightmare 1 cycle on Nightmare 1. We can just cling to that.
That's the W. That's the victory right there.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Okay, so this is our final boss fight. It's gonna start with this weird little shmup section that we're just gonna completely avoid.
Yeah, so one big change is a lot of these have been big changes, but one super big change is 8 PO. We get 8 purple orbs now, so 8 Devil Trigger runes for Mundus, and that allows us to only have to use 3 Devil Stars to beat Mundus on phase 1, and then phase 2 we can actually beat Mundus with just the DT that we have right then.
Oh wow!
If we get really good RNG.
Yeah, we're this is phase 2. We're really hoping to get a specific opener, and that's the opener. This is a fight you can really easily die on if he gives you a bad RNG.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We all die here like all the time.
Going to Vital Start anyway, because
they're bad RNG.
Okay.
Very good Vital Start. Because you would have died.
Yeah, I tried to be greedy and just attack through it, but it's a little hard because some of his attacks have shared animations, so I didn't really know for sure which one that was going to be, but I was like, that's Flame Pillars, I'm dead, so I had to use the Vital Star anyway.
Yeah, the other attack that could have been is just him slamming his fist in the ground and literally doing nothing. So, I mean, Yang's smarter than I am, I would agree to that, and died.
Not after the bad luck we've had so far. Okay. Can you shoot this one, though?
Oh.
No, he will not. Okay. So
I heard you wanted to leave. No.
Yeah, we waited until mission 23 to talk about this. You don't have any control over your lock-on in this game. which is kind of not fun in a lot of sections, especially when you go to doing the secret missions. You really like, and sometimes you can't even tell which one you're really walking on.
Yeah, most of the time we move in certain ways to kind of like deal with that. Just so we make sure we lock on to like the right enemy, but sometimes sometimes that doesn't really work.
Yeah, sometimes.
Usually it does, but sometimes you just kind of get screwed over.
For the most part, if your movement is consistent, like everything else will tend to be consistent, but oh well. And you may have noticed there's a timer, at least there was. This is technically the escape mission, but they give you like 4 minutes more than you really need. And the final Mundus fight, this is not really even a boss fight. I don't really count it as a boss fight. It's more like...
Yeah, it's just spin to win.
It's a final goodbye. And we have time coming up pretty soon, about 20 seconds. So I would like to say, Oscar, thanks for having us. Fiery, thanks for making it. I'm sorry that we gave you so many scares right before the run started.
Oh, you're fine.
Also, shout-outs to Moody, Waifu, and Chrislink, and Fiery for basically forging this current route. And most of the kudos go to them for it. Okay, time is coming up. 3, 2, 1... There, time.
GG's.
Yeah. Let's see, what was the final? Probably not very good. 37-16, that's probably right around estimate.
That's not bad, considering how some of the missions went.
That's amazing, given how everything just kind of went...
well, like we said, the new strats are so much harder, but they save time when you do them right.
Yeah.
And still looked amazing.
Because, like, right now my estimate was like 42 minutes, and that was, I think, faster than world record was back the last time this was on GDQ. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we've easily improved the run by like 2 or 3 minutes since last time it was on GDQ, I believe.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you give a couple, like, and you gave some shout outs. Where can they find you? Like, what are you playing? And also, I am super stoked for Frost Fatales because I am very much a Devil May Cry fangirl, and I noticed that there is somebody playing Devil May Cry at Frost Fatales.
Who could it be?
Right?
I'll be back next month at Frost Fatales, as I always end up calling it for some reason. Except I'll be running hard mode instead of normal. So then I probably actually will end up dying. That'll be spicy. Everyone likes when a marathon run goes a little sour. Makes things more exciting. Plus, that'll be all collectibles, which is way more fun to run and watch. At least for me. But, yeah. Thanks for having us.
Of course. And Fiery, where can people find you? What are you currently playing?
I mean, I'm kind of currently grinding Skate, but I'm still in the DMC because that is where I reside.
Yeah. He's become a pretty good pillar of the community lately. So.
Nice. And yeah, the DMC community in general is a bunch of pretty chill people. So definitely check that out. And there are 2 of them right here. But chat, GG's one more time for Yang for that absolutely amazing run of Devil May Cry 80% normal. But with that, unfortunately, that is the end of our Capcom-themed episode of Express Lane. So if you're just tuning in, you're like, oh, heck, I've missed everything. Don't worry, we got you. So all you have to do is stay tuned, because after a short break, we are going to just replay both of today's shows right after this. So you get Express Lane and you get Awfully Silly before it. And for more awesome live Hotfix shows, all you have to do is tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, and you'll be watching Crosshair and Speedruns from the Crypt. So I'm Oscar424, and I will see you next time in the Express Lane. Bye!